Hey, beautiful people. Good evening. Welcome back to my channel. How's everyone doing tonight? Hello, 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 hello. Who they also? Welcome back to our channel. This is Obodoyibo TV. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Eko Leo. Good afternoon, good morning. Ça va bien, merci. Wherever you're joining me from at this hour, I salute you. You are very much welcome. Good evening. Thank you all so much for Life Esther. You are one of my most consistent subscriber. I appreciate you. You're welcome. You too, Success Osakwe. I see you all the time. God bless you. Thank you, Bumi, for being here. Babi, you're welcome. Christy, Feinwa, you're also consistent as well. I know my subscribers that are consistent. Honestly, I might not know you by face or I might not recognize you because a lot of you don't have your photographs, but by name, I know I know you. Shopper, helper, you're welcome. Thank you all so much. Chacha, Ijoma, you're welcome. Can you hear me all very well? Oh. Okay, oh, you are not that familiar. I won't say you're familiar, and that's why you're asking me. How about me, Sis Bree? We know ourselves. Amorawa. Erima now here. I know Erima. Erima here. I say Erima here all the time. So if you want me to know you, you need to be more consistent. Okay? Yeah, I know the ones that are always here and the ones that are also very early. Mm? You're welcome, everyone. Chelsea Brown, oh my darling, you're welcome. You are also Obodo fan Jim. I dey feel your love all the way. Thank you for always being here. Thank you. And good evening. Oh. Welcome. Today is the 1st of March, the year of our Lord 2022. My people, like joke, this year don't they go again, no? Ah. Ijoma says, I'm so surprised you called me. My daughter is clapping for me. Tell her to clap louder. Her mom is gorgeous. Yes, so this month, like joke, is going. My people, before you know, December go reach again. Ilẹ̀ ń ṣú, ilẹ̀ ń mọ́, ọlọ́jọ́ ń kájọ́. May God help us. So today is the 1st of March. It seems like just yesterday that we had Christmas and New Year. Now, wow, it is well, oh. May God help us to number our days that we might apply our hearts to wisdom. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you are joining me for the first time and you have not yet subscribed, please give us the gift of your subscription. Now, free of charge. I know they pay. You just need to hit the like button and hit that red button on YouTube. Now, be the subscription when we talk so. Now, free of charge. So please subscribe. Join. I have a join button now. That join, if you join, you become member. Time go reach, I go to create content for only members. So join, click on that button and join to become a bona fide Obodo farm. Thank you all so much for being here. So now that we've done the pleasantries and the greetings, let's get on with the show of the day. Today, I get one toriwa on one nakuna. You see all these our brothers where they go home, go marry, so it good though, not be saying not good. But it good that everything what they do, make with the use sense they do 'em. Because at the end of the day, nobody like men that they lie to them. If you lie to a person, you get some people know they feel take am. Not be everybody feel tolerate me that they lie to and they deceive them. Okay. Adana, I know you very well too, my darling. Happy new month. You're welcome. So the story I want to share with you now this evening, and I feel like speaking pidgin English. I don't know why. But I pidgin they speak sometimes, to share this story. But I know it's not be everybody here. Now the story of a young lady young girl will marry an older man. Okay, over 20 years age gap, about 22 years age gap. Now the man is senior the young girl. Now him He can't go Naija go marry this young pretty girl, very young pretty girl. So the young pretty girl now come dey talk say this man not been tell am the truth about him circumstances, about him situation. Say he lie to am. He say he deceive am because he see say him dey village. Him be the man. They think say him be novice. He don't know anything. Him be JJC. But I tell you, he not good to dey underrate anybody for this life. Oh, whether na man or woman, child, no underrate anybody because people because you dey village no mean say you no get sense. So me, I grew up in a village. I know they hide am. And na village I grew, but I'm that village girl that grew up reading books. So say you grow up for village, no mean say you no get sense or you no open eye. Some people for village, the knowledge where they get, you where they city no get am. So this young lady come talk say, I will call am Becky, just for ease of reference. Becky. He come talk say, Becky talk say, in dey just dey school when he meet this man. The man take 22 years senior am. Na Facebook na im dey for jam. Okay, but na the same place they come from. So this one not be saying a stranger when she be no sabi where he be sabi the man. Okay, as in they come from the same environment, the same village. So they come they talk for them, and the man comes like him. The man come they help him. You know, come they be pay school fees for him because she come from background where be say money no today like that. You know that kind background where be say they go they struggle. Okay, in mama be they try they do business. My mama they try do business, but he say in papa na alcoholic he be they drink and he they go church where now this kind of people you be say if you see him for church you go think say this one a better father. You go they do like saint, but for outside they drink, you go they beat in wife. You understand? So now that kind environment now she grew up in. And she talks say she can't get what they call childhood trauma as a result of the environment where he grew up. So Becky can't talk say the time when he meet this man, the man, na elderly man, he's senior and well. But she wanted somebody who would be like father figure because you don't really get, that love of a father. So he no mind say senior and well. He agree for the arrangement. The man come, they pay her school fees. Okay? And make I just give you a little bit more background about her family background. He talks say they live for city before. You understand? They were living in the city. Mama, they do business. But the mama now, some Nigerian women now, may they not talk, say, oh, now you they control your husband. You get money. Why your husband no get money? You no help your husband. All those kind talk now. Now she come pack all her business money give husband wey be say they drink. The man, of course, money he waste am quickly. You understand? Now how the business take fold up with that. Now how they take find themselves for village. When the money finish, they no can get money. Now how they take go village. So suffer can start. Proper suffer can start. All right. So he say he meet this man for Facebook, but na the same area they come from. I go play her. She use her mouth and narrate am, but I be one giving a small background about how this whole matter take starts. Okay, so the man come on say he like and say he wan marry her. He come dey help him parents dey pay him school fees. Come dey wait make she finish school. When she come graduate, now he come Nigeria, come marry am, bring am come United Kingdom. All right, now imported wife story be this. Don't tell where we do one of these imported wife stories. Na he come bring am come UK o, my people. Him talk say where the matter come reach now be say the Becky talk say the man everything wey he tell am na lie. He lie to am. Say he only bring am come to come born children for am. And not be say na to just born children the conventional way. The man no dey sabi do. He no sabi do Kerewa. Okay? Wetin oyibo dey call impotent. Say the man no dey sabi do. Say the time when they be dey date, if you come Nigeria, he no dey touch him. If you come, he no dey touch him. Himself, him be virgin. He never sleep with man before. Him come think say the man too wan wait. As he see say him be small girl, now he wan wait say until they marry. He no know say now everything is calculated. Now when she come now he come see say this uncle no fit do. All right. And I know some of now, and I see one comment when somebody they make one silly argument about why we too they carry this Kerewa matter for head. People they talk take Kerewa, say Kerewa is not everything. I beg. If you know say you Kerewa is not that important to you or you don't want Kerewa, or you know say you no fit, just stay single. Because for this life, and everybody know what he wants. And as far as I'm concerned, when person dey single, this one a good girl where you no even follow boys, he just keep himself for him husband. Now when he come marry again, the man they deprive him because he no fit do. How person go single, you no Kerewa, you marry again, you no Kerewa. So all those kind of arguments, me I no understand them at all, my people. There's trouble in paradise if you want. You are right. Okay. So in talk say the man country can come here, make him come dey use IVF dey born pikin. And if the worst part of the matter be say he no tell am say na IVF, he trick am go hospital. He dey try to cover everything, no dey tell am anything wey dey go on. As in, everything na just washy-washy. Okay, he talk say the man tell am say he never marry before. Say they ask am, him family ask am, say you don't marry because this man not be small man again, he don old. Like, not be say he don old, he not old now, he's in his 50s. You know, if you see 20-something-year-old, you go dey look 50-year-old as if he old. He not old, but they're not the same age bracket. That's what I mean. Okay? So she can't talk, say, Becky can't talk, say, the age gap between them dey much, but she not mind. But the man told say he never married. Now when he come here, he come find and say this man don't marry 2 times. He say if he don't marry one, he come find out that one. He ask and say, Shebi you say you never married. The man come say, ah, no, that one not be married. He use them for paper. Now just contract, he pay to marry. But later, he come still find out say he don't still marry another Nigerian woman where they live together for about 6 years for this country, but they no born pikin. So apparently the man deceive him. Okay, deceive her. Everything wey he tell her na lie. Okay, so now wetin Becky dey talk be that, so she dey vex. Now go send listen to her voice note. She not happy. I even dey calm am down, say make she just calm down, but she's not happy at all. She say wetin the man do, he can't add to that childhood trauma when she be get before, because not the kind life when he plan for himself be this. You understand? He say he think on add and say in fact he no want again, he no want do the marriage again because na lie marriage. Na the man be bring come give am. Okay? Say the man tell am say, Sheba, I help your family, so it's time for you to help me now. Okay, but if you not tell am from the beginning, say, now so it go be as I dey help you pay your school fees, you go born pikin for me, oh. And if it be say na IVF or other things we go do to born the pikin, because me, as I dey here, so I no fit born. You understand? But it's all based on lies and deception. Okay? So she not dey happy at all. Okay, make I not talk because the conversation where I get with Becky is long. So may I play the conversation for her beg. Make her fair apologize before I play it. The noise of the audio is not too good. Man, I know this. I been no say we go even use them. So that day I was in the kitchen busy. So you go to make some cracking noise. And they want to announce so that you go just beg. Beware. May una no verse. The noise not too good. The audio not too good like that. They make some cracking noise. Because I be the kitchen that day when I dey talk to Becky. Okay? So now Becky come dey talk say he no know what he want do, he want get advice, say, because he don't tire am. The man know the fit Kerewa now once in 2 months, once in 3 months, now in the fit. And even if he that once in 3 months, you know the fit do well. No, you want to dey use him finger. So wetin he want do this kind thing? Okay. Make I just play the thing for now. Mona listen. Then we'll come back and take some calls. I still advise them. So this is not just a voice note. This is a conversation where me and Ambi gets. All right. So make una just listen. I cut off some part where she dey use the S word. She dey use the S word. You know, say this is our platform. They know they too allow that kind of language. So I cut off. If it no make sense, just know say I edit them so that it go also to hide her identity and to remove the part where she dey use Kerewa, the normal S word what would they use for Kerewa because of this Obodo YouTube.
Say it like, because family members are coming, we are very busy. At the end of the day, he is tired. That's why we don't usually have.
So you mean the time you were dating him before the marriage, when he used to come and visit you in Nigeria, you didn't sleep together?
No, I didn't have boyfriend, and I was the type that was also saying, okay, after marriage I can have. So I thought he was on the same level with me. Okay, let's not the marriage. So I didn't notice all of these things. So the first time it was very excuse me, it was very painful. So I would do it, I would wait, so like I thought he was also like giving me time to adjust and but as time went on, I was the one who was I met a doctor. The doctor was like, no, you have to do it often. So when you get used to that, the pains will go. So now I started noticing I was the one begging him. He would always say, oh, I'm tired, I came back from work, my waist is paining, this and that. I started asking him if you are okay.
How old are you?
31 now. So, but this was when he came, he was about 40 something, 44. So I was saying, okay, maybe because I wasn't, so I was putting the blame on myself because he feels like he's paining me. That's why he doesn't have the feeling again. So I was usually begging, like when I'm in my ovulation, I try to meet him at least for us to have babies. It's been a long time.
Does he have children before from the previous relationships? Did he have any child?
No.
So your child is his first child?
Yes, my daughter, which we had in 2019. And that would lead to the main reason why I got devastated. So not like we had the child through the natural way, we did IVF.
You couldn't get pregnant?
Yes.
Why? Is it because he was not sleeping with you, or he was sleeping with you and the baby you didn't conceive?
No, he has issue.
Okay.
So that is where I'm heading to.
Okay. So
we continued. After 1 year and something, I was here. No child, nothing. So I started going to the GP myself. They examined me. They said, no, I'm fine. Nothing is wrong with me. So the doctor was like, why are you worried? I said, no, in Africa, after so years, people are looking to you. And she said, and I told the doctor, I haven't even had a married him. So that is why I'm even worried. The doctor said, no, in this issue, bring your husband for examination. So I went home. I wasn't feeling anything. I went home. I brought him. I said, the doctor said you should come with me. He said, okay, that we shouldn't go to GP, that, GP, I was new here. I didn't know anything. And because of what I went through with my dad, I came in, like, he came into my life and I decided to trust him. Like, this will be the healing that I needed. A man that will see me as a daughter, love me, not fighting and quarreling.
Yeah. So
I trusted him. That GP is not hospital, it's like a clinic. They don't have hospital, they don't have good doctors there that will take me to a good hospital so we can do our checkup. I was happy.
So you refused to go with you to the GP?
Yes. So he said we'll go to a good hospital. So he now took me to Homerton Hospital. I was working, he was working as well. So one day we took the day my shift wasn't working, I went with him. So we went to IVF treatment center because you already said we are going for the checkup and treatment. So in my mind, okay, this is the real place. That is true. It's treatment written all over the wall and everything. I wasn't going home to check on anything or Google anything. I was trusting him. So when the doctor saw us, they said, okay, once you are ready, we are going to. I said, yes, I'm ready. I didn't know what the ready was to do the IVF. So they started until one day they now gave me for my Reddit.
So you didn't know it was IVF? You didn't know he took you there to do IVF? You thought it's just a normal clinic?
Treatment, yes, for scanning.
Okay.
So that day they now brought papers. He was rushing me, sign. I said, no. Did you read the thing they're asking us to sign? That they are going to do IVF. I said to him, we're not here for IVF. So like most of the things, he was the one that will call on the phone. He will answer, he will make decision. I said, no, did you read the form they gave you? They say it's IVF. I said, we are not here for IVF. He said I should sign that the way things are done in Nigeria is not the way it's done here. I said, no. I've read this one, at least I know small. I don't know the system, but I understand the English. I don't want to sign something I don't know. Then I looked at the doctor. I said to the doctor, it is IVF. The doctor said, yes, you already agreed said no. I came here for scanning and treatment to see if anything is wrong with me and my husband. The doctor was looking at him. He now took me out. He said that he has helped me and my family so much. Now it's time for me to help him. Am I not the one who wants us to have children and be happy? I said yes, but we haven't. If there's something wrong with us, let's seek the way. I want to know if I'm okay first, and if you too, you are okay. Don't just conclude because we have children, we do IVF. No, it's not done like that.
Yeah.
He said this is his time that I should help him. Let's just do IVF first, then later we can sort things out. I said, no, let me just go home and think about it. He said, if we don't do it now, they will cancel it, that everything is by slot. If you don't do it, so I signed. So throughout this process, I said to him, I don't like this thing you are pushing me through. I don't like it. We need to know what's wrong with you. You promised me scanning and treatment. Let's see if we have a problem.
He already knows what is wrong. It's you that doesn't know what is wrong. He knows exactly what's wrong with him. He knows.
And I trusted him.
Yeah.
So
but he knows that he has problems. He knows it. He knows he has fertility problem, but he hid it from you. But because you are naive and you are young, and he brought you from Nigeria, so you don't know how the system works.
I was trusting him all the time.
Yeah.
He said treatment. When I saw treatment in Nigeria, when they say treatment, is to say, okay, let's see what's wrong. I didn't know IVF. They call it IVF treatment. It's like the egg transfer and everything. So I called my mom. I explained to my mom because she's the only one I know I trust and I tell things. He said IVF. Why are you doing IVF? In our family, my immediate younger brother, I'm just 3 months older than my immediate younger brother. So my mom used that as an instance. That in our family, we don't have all this problem. You even give birth anyhow. So don't accept it. I said I already signed. She said, okay, let me pretend I didn't hear this. Do it. It's not a bad thing. It's not like you're going to do it, then later go and find out what is wrong. I said, okay, continued. So I did the IVF. Throughout the treatment, they said, okay, the first time you won't have 2 weeks, but after the pregnancy and everything, one egg was extracted from me, and that.
Okay, I'm gonna pause because I have a comment here. Sorry, guys. I'm seeing the comment section because I'm not talking. I can focus fully on the comment section. So I'm addressing you now. Pro U Services Limited. You said so because he's impotent, he doesn't deserve children. I don't know how some of you can be so. I don't even know how to explain it. If they talk something, I know they listen. Nobody said that because somebody is impotent, they don't deserve children. But you need to let people know the truth. I don't know whether you just join, and I know they like people that just join when they jump into conclusion because it vex me. Now you are taking me backward. The man go marry am for Nigeria, not tell am saying they impotent. You dey tell me say people when they impotent no deserve children. Why you not talk true about the situation? If na woman when they barren, God forbid, I know they like that word. Let me please permit me to use that word in quotes. Woman when no fit conceive, when no fit born. Now he come marry you. You go talk say woman when no fit conceive, say he deserve children. Say because of that, make somebody else bring children for him. So it's at your house. What one they talk when no they sweet, when no they sweet for a year? I don't know why people they talk like this. I beg, no talk like that. We are talking about deception. We're talking about somebody where you go Nigeria, go marry somebody where you not tell them the truth about his situation. When you deceive and go clinic, you don't even tell them say an IVF clinic. You they talk say because it's important, doesn't deserve children. If you talk like this, make somebody deceive you too so that you go know how you feel. I beg. Now you go be like say somebody they hostile to some of them, but I know they see through they talk am. Somebody know they transparent, they lie to you and deceive you. They talk say you know deserve children. Is that the point? Now what is point Nigeria be this? Now go see truth. Now no go talk am. More than they see truth talk am, I beg. Sorry, my people. I had to address that. I don't feel block another man here just now where they talk say woman, all these women are so Kerewa and they talk. What is your problem? I don't block him for 5 minutes. Come back again, I go block you permanently. You are not welcome here. If you know they listen with an open mind, because you just choose because now your gender, you go stick with him. Me, I try to have an open mind, even I be woman. I know they stick with any gender because of that. I dey look at the pros and the cons of the situation. They talk say you no deserve children.
One egg produced my daughter. So I don't know what happened, but I was praying for more than one, and God did that one. Because I said to him, I don't want to do this again, but I'll just do it because you have really paid my school fees and helped my family. So I'll just do it, but I don't like the needle, the way they're putting hand in my bum, I don't like it. So I did it. And in the time I was pregnant, I could count the number of days. It's not even like finish it. It doesn't last, and he would just like finger me and all of that. I was crying all through what kind of life and all of these things.
Is he able to?
My story is long. I'm coming to that.
You have to summarize, my dear. I don't have the whole thing. Try and summarize the story.
So he's having that issue. He was taking tablets that he was hiding from me. I later found the tablet. He said no, he has stopped taking the tablet. When I gave birth, my daughter, kids crawling on the floor. She brought out her Oyster card and something fell off. I rushed. I think it was the tablet. So he has this issue. I gave birth. We went to see the GP now. The GP now brought out his documents, his history, and said, no, he has a problem. Since 2010, you brought a woman, they sent you to different treatments, you can't produce sperm, you can't even have your erection, you were having erectile something. Oh my God. I wanted to take the paper. The doctor said, no, it's his own paper. So the doctor said, if you did IVF, how did you come about the sperm? He was telling, no, I was sleeping. The doctor said, no, explain to your wife here, how did you get the sperm? At the end of the day, he couldn't say anything. So I don't know how it come about, but later that I went home, we booked for DNA test. We went to Hammersmith for DNA test. It came out that the child is his own, 99%. So that got me confused. But he couldn't tell the doctor how the sperm was taken out.
Maybe he took it from his brother. Does he have any sibling? Does he have any brother here?
Yes, he has two brothers.
Okay, that sperm is from his brother. If it's from his brother, it will be the same DNA.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why he didn't tell you.
Yeah. The church said to me that if it's his own sperm, they can't store a sperm in the hospital storage since 2010. No, it was taken out since 2008. So how can he store if it's from him? They can always extract it. So how did they store it there for years?
They can store it.
To be brought over.
They can store it, but because he did not confirm, he refused to confirm. When the GP was asking him if it was his own, he would say it's his own. But because he didn't tell you it's his own, that's to tell you that maybe one of his brother gave him sperm. It's possible because they have the same DNA.
It's his brother because yes, they hide things a lot.
Yeah.
So that was what pushed me, and then not just all of this. That he goes behind me. I got the sister to say, your brother has problems. What can we do? The sister said I should pray. That it's the devil that is pushing me to say, oh, my husband cannot have sex with me. I got my mom. My mom got tired. So till today, since 2019, we've been, until I told the church member said, you need a therapy to start with. Because she had noticed me in the church, I was withdrawn.
So are you saying that since 2019, you are not doing any Kerewa since then?
Once in 3 months, once in 4 months. And he will say to me, oh, I'm tired, I'm sick. And I said, are you taking tablet? That tablet? He said no. But what I'm saying to you, since September last year, because what happens is that we will do it this month, maybe in the next 2 months, my body is tight, it's pain, I don't even enjoy it, it's pain all the time.
Why are you having pain? Why are you having pain?
Because we like I said, no boyfriend before I met him. Then another one may be like in the next 2 months. So my body is gone back to the way it was. I would wait. But so he came to me September last year. I I said you have to go and seek a solution. I'm tired of doing this with you. You are stressing my life. Even when I beg you for it, you don't talk to me. And we don't, it just feels to me like he brought me over for the IVF because we don't talk. We don't have a chat like husband and wife. My dad beats my mom, but once in a while he will bring all of us and say, oh, I'm sorry, it's my drunkenness, please pray for me. Okay, this and this happened. This is what we are doing next year. We don't have any. When I was working for us to save money and pay mortgage, he will work and put his savings in Nigeria. The sister is managing it. I said, no, the husband and wife can't go together like this. No plan, nothing. We're just living like, and he's interested. As we finish this one, he's interested in making me have papers. We did leave the indefinite one so that when it comes, my next NHS IVF is going to be free. So I can apply for that one. So I said, did you bring me here for IVF? We don't talk. We don't nothing. He comes back from work. He watches TV. He sleep. He eats. We don't talk. And if I do something he don't like, he will go and tell his sister. And the sister will come because she knows I'm not scared of them. She will now come and talk. Okay, this reminds me, before I came over here, I was living with his family and his brother was seducing me. So I felt they already knew he had this problem. So if his brother can get me pregnant, bring me over and it will be him that who got me pregnant. So this were happening. But now I'm trying to reconnect to all these things that happened to me while I was with his mom and his younger brother. And when I complain, your brother is rude to me, he will not say anything. So with all these things, with her elder sister saying, pray, it's the devil that is pushing you to think your husband is not man enough. So with all these things, it has pushed me down to sometimes I cry for no reason. I said, no, they are breaking me. So this woman who worked with Women's Aid that I confided in the church, she now called me and said, you are not in a marriage. You yourself, but I won't tell you to leave. So make your decision and I would support you in any way. But to make that decision is what is so difficult for me. Because even my family, my mom, my siblings are like, okay, sister, it's okay, come back home.
Does it treat you well? Does it treat you well?
It treats me well, it provides.
So the problem is just the fact that, you don't have any interaction and he's not able to sleep with you, like husband and wife.
No communication, nothing is binding. We interact like buddies. He comes out, the only thing we talk about, maybe there is something that happened at the road when he doesn't start talk to call his family. So I don't know anything. He talks with him and his family.
What about your child, your daughter? Is he close to your daughter?
He is a very good father, I must tell you. He provides. Like since I gave birth and since I used to make clothes when I gave birth just to support myself. But since COVID that I couldn't go out to work, he made a standing order £100 for me every month. But that's communication we lack, and he goes to tell his family bad things about me that makes them look at me, okay, this idiot is here to do IVF for us, and after that, she can just go. And in our Igbo culture, as I am now, my daughter is his own. I don't want to take her away from him. I'm not going to say, okay, no. My decision is just, I want to be happy. I just want to, I know what marriage is. For some who would say marriage is evil or bad, I know even if I want to be a single mom, to be by myself, no marriage, but let me be happy. I believe in this world, I'm not here to just be a mother or just a wife. I have dreams and goals that I want to achieve. Wow. But I need to be in a happy place. I need to be healthy in order for me to achieve my goals. Wow. But people say that you are married.
I need to pause there, my people. So the day I spoke to this young lady, Becky, when she said this, I had the utmost respect. When I told you that she's a very intelligent girl, despite the fact that, they found her in the village and brought her over, she's very, very smart. Very, very smart. She said something that really, really made me respect her. And this is something that even women, some women in their 60s still don't get it. Mm? She said, I am not in this world to be a wife and mother alone. I have dreams and goals to achieve, but I need to be in a good place to achieve them. I need to be healthy. Does that sound like a woman that doesn't know herself? Does that sound like somebody that is mbeke? Wow. When I heard that, I was like, wow. This uncle, he jam rock. If it is a see, naive village girl, we don't know anything. Wow, the insight, she's so matured, and the way she said that, I'm like, wow, this is a smart, intelligent woman who knows herself. She knows where she's coming from, and she knows where she's going to. She can see her future. Wow, deep. I respected her. I did. I did.
You are there, but you are not married. So I don't want to be part of those women that are there. Oh, we are married. Okay, if we have children, no worries. I will have those children. They will keep me busy. I wouldn't, after all, I was like this, no sex before marriage. I would stay. But to the fact that you talk me down in front of your family and they make me look like, oh, they have got it all. I'm a nobody, and whatever you are thinking is rubbish. Just do the IVF and go.
Okay. So, I mean, with everything you told me, I know there was deception in it. It's wrong to have deceived you. But it took advantage of your vulnerability and your age because you are young. Okay? And your vulnerability being that your family is poor, so you were depending on him to pay your school fees and all that. But I don't think it doesn't sound like a bad person. It doesn't seem like a really bad person. It's just, I don't think your situation is not redeemable, okay? But he needs to be able to work with you to hear what you are saying and how you feel about the situation.
I have called him severally. This is who he is. Like, just like I said to him, there's no difference between you and the gay man that want to cover up in the eyes of the society.
Yeah, he's probably ashamed. And that his sister that's involved in your marriage is not helping matters. That's a very, very bad sign. He needs to be a man and listen to you instead of listening to his family.
I said to him, you are 52. Last year, you are 52. I am just a 31. And you can't challenge me. You can't face me.
Yeah. His sister has him under his thumb. Under her thumb. But you know what? The way I see it is that even if things were good with you, if not because he started the marriage on a lie, there's deception there.
It's lie. I don't even trust him. Everything he said to me before the marriage were all lies.
Yeah.
He blackmailed my dad. He knows my dad was not in good terms with me. He said to me before, after our marriage, 1 month after our marriage, before he went back to UK, he said my dad said to him that he can never have children because he listened, that he still told him my daughter is fighting me and you still married her. You can never have children. I called my dad. I said, why can you? I know we're always fighting. Why can you go and say that to my husband?
So let me explain that bit because people might not understand. So because her own father is a Mongo Park, right, who was, very, very mean to his family while pretending to be a churchman outside. He said, what Becky is saying is that the husband told her that the dad said she shouldn't marry her. And if he marries her, she can never have children. So the father was discouraging him from marrying her. This is what the man had told her, this is her husband. But the dad said it's not true, that he didn't say that. Okay, so I said, well, your dad is a drunk. You don't know whether he said that or not. Then she gave me another example.
My dad said, I can fight and can do all those things to you. I did not say that to your husband.
You will not remember. I won't take your dad's word on it because he's a drunk. I'm sorry. But I will not take his word.
He was not drunk then, and I will tell you another one. He knows me with my childhood friend that is always going out. Like when then he would call me WhatsApp call, he would say, oh, this is your friend. And my friend would say, oh, I'm going out. He said my friend came to his room to force him for tears. I said, oh my God.
To do what?
To force him to sleep with her.
Where in Nigeria?
Yes, when he visited in Nigeria.
Okay,
around that time, my friend did not do that. He blackmailed her.
No, okay, he wanted to cut you off her so that she would not advise you.
Yes. Yes. So for throughout that time, I said to my mom, this is what my husband said though. And my friend was like a room away from the room where we were. My mom said, oh your friend is crazy. I'm putting the blame on myself for believing those rubbish. So I said, how can you do such? She was saying I did not do that for 3 years until this girl called me 2 years ago and said to me, Blessing, I want to take away my life. I am depressed, but I want to tell you for the last time, I did not go to sleep with your husband. So I now said to her, okay, calm down, don't do any rubbish. Then she was married, but she was telling me how unhappy that breaking of contact with her was. So I now called my husband that night. I said, I know my friend, she's crazy, she can hurt herself, not minding what is going on. Like she and me, we went through the same childhood trauma. Did my friend do this? Tell me for the last time. He said no. I said, how can you blackmail a grown woman for 3 years? I'm asking you, you said she did it. I got my friend, I said, I didn't even tell her it was my husband. So she was thinking is a family member who was within the room as well that said that. So I called her, I said, please forgive me, I was begging her. But that friendship, the way we talked is no more like that again. We talk, but it was. So I'm like, how can you blackmail my dad? These things happen at the same time.
It's not blackmail. That's manipulation and control. It's not called blackmail. It's called manipulation. He manipulated the situation so that because she sees that girl will advise you, she knows that your friend, girls always talk to their best friend when they are going through something. And he already knows all the lies he told you. So he knows that if you come to the UK, the first person you will talk to is that girl. And that girl will advise you. So what he did was that he manipulated the situation so that he would isolate you from her. He cut off the relationship. That's why he lied. It's unfortunate.
So these are the things that made me. He's a good dad. I won't take that from him. He's a good dad. But as is he a partner, I want in a place with all that I went through as a child.
So you have to be patient. You have to be patient. What we are going to do is that I'm going to make a show about this. I want to make a show about it so that I can give you deep advice. Other people can hear and also give you advice, okay? But in the meantime, I'm going to link you to the therapist. It will be after the show, I will connect you to the therapist, okay? So that she can give you therapy. But I've already connected her to the therapist. Thank God for our volunteers that are working with us on Obodoyibo TV. I appreciate you, all my sisters and brothers who are volunteering. So we have some volunteers who are professional therapists, psychotherapists, and so she's already in therapy as we speak. I just wanted to put that out there. They've already had a session. I think they have another session scheduled for this week because she has a lot of trauma that she's dealing with from her childhood, and also this marriage has really broken her. So the first thing I've done is to link her with our sister who is a therapist to give her some counseling. Okay, for me to use this conversation. Are you okay with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well,
I need help. Just like I meet so many women here. It's not like somebody like the woman I was going to her shop to take clothes from customers was saying, "Oh, is it that people are shaking you to marry them in UK?" I said, "No. Like you know me, I'm not. I barely even have time for myself. Talk more of looking out for. I'm trying to sort myself out." So she's like, listen to other single moms, you will see it's not that easy. I said, no, I need to be, you don't get it. I need to be free from all this trauma. Even if I have to be by myself, I haven't lived by myself since I was born. It's just me staying with my mom, and from my mom's house to my mother-in-law, from my mother-in-law to being with my husband. Even if it has to be with me, being by myself for a while, to be happy, to take full responsibilities, I would be happy to do that. It's not me jumping to another man's.
Will you agree to go to therapy, your husband?
He wouldn't mind going to therapy.
If he doesn't go, that means he doesn't want the marriage. That's what it means. Because that's the only thing that...
I have said to him severally to give me divorce.
No.
Like, with the way it is now, his mom, I don't have a space in their house. Like, they see me like a nobody. Like, their mom, their siblings that come here over to the house, they see me like as an enemy. So I want to be in a place where they accept you. Okay, this is a home. I want a home, not like a place. Okay, we go for this therapy now. I'm telling you what this man wants from me is just do this IVF with the start sperm.
If it was good to you, you had communication and he didn't lie to you. If he had told you the problem from the beginning, I'm sure you will not have any problem doing IVF.
I won't have any problem.
Yeah.
My life has been in the church. We believe in praying and praying. Like I said, my dad raised us all in the church. But this effect of me speaking out, saying, no, this your brother have problem. Let's come and see what we can do to help him. Are you telling me to cover up? So I said this. I even told this woman in the church, I'm suspecting this sperm is his brother's, his younger brother's sperm. Because the way he comes close to my daughter, I said no.
Yeah.
This is not right. This is not right.
It's possible.
This man is like the love he's showing to my daughter.
Yeah, they are using it to cover. They all know what is going on. The whole family knows what is going on.
They all know, but don't see me like a fool. So that's why I want to be out from the equation.
It's okay.
I want to go. I don't want the marriage again.
It's okay.
This is not marriage. A marriage that deceived you.
It's okay.
To be in. You deceived me to IVF. It looks like playing me like a toy.
It's okay.
He
doesn't know how.
My dad did so.
He doesn't know how smart you are. The man is underrating you, but you are a very, very smart and intelligent woman. So he made a mistake.
My mom said to him, the mistake he made was seeing me in the village without knowing we were already in town.
Yeah.
So he met you in the village. He thought, because then on Facebook I would carry my grandma's goats when I studied in Unizik. So then I saw my mom couldn't pay for the hostel fee. I have to go from the village. My mom was like, your mate stay in the campus. I said, Mommy, no, I don't worry. The day we go to the farm, I go to the farm. And I take pictures to put it on Facebook. Oh, wow.
So he saw you like this. He saw you like this Umbeke that doesn't know anything.
Yes. He saw me. My mom said his problem is that he saw you like you're a village girl. He didn't know who you are. My mom trusts me too. My mom is like, this my daughter will make me proud. My mom said to me, he didn't know you are not a village woman. He didn't know. Like, you went to Unizik where everyone is fighting. At the end, you fought, you became the class rep. Does he know what it means to be a class rep? And you went from there to be the deputy of the leader in the Unizik. They took you as the VIP, the vice president of the Student Association. You didn't know you were presenting yourself on Facebook like a village girl, and you will laugh about it. That is how we came, thinking you are like that.
Okay.
My mom would always make fun of that and laugh.
Okay.
But this is not marriage.
It's okay.
Lies.
It's okay. Calm down. We'll do a show about it. Just calm down. Be patient. Okay? Be patient. Count your blessings. I want you to focus on your blessings. No matter the situation you find yourself in life, it's good to focus on your blessings. Your situation is not the worst in this world, okay? At least you are here in the UK now. Your mates are still in the village. You have a beautiful daughter. Irrespective of how, you didn't, you were deceived into doing IVF and all that, but still, it's a blessing from God. I'm sure you love your daughter.
Yeah. They said just one egg.
Yeah.
One egg.
Yeah.
And it produced that girl.
Yeah. So just give glory to God and just calm down. All right. We'll try. We'll get you some help. I'll talk to you later. I'll let you know.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ma.
No problem. Take it easy, okay? Just calm down. You will be okay. You'll be okay.
You do for us.
It's okay. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Okay. Thank you, my brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen of the Obodo farm, of the Obasanjo internet. Thank you all so much for listening. That's the long and short of the story. It's a summary. Obviously, it's longer than that, but that's you get the gist, okay? That's my conversation with Becky. And Abby Ojo says, sis, I would say try to have another baby. I've never seen this person before. And I've been keeping my eye on the comment, because when I see some outrageous comment like this, people who have no awakening to what we discuss here on this platform, it always amazes me how some people think. So Abby Ojo decided to advise this Becky. Says, sis, I would say try to have another baby. I know it hurts, but for the sake of the one you already have, and then move on with your life. You are too young to be stressing. Abby Ojo. That is the worst advice anybody can ever give anybody. I think you belong to this school of thoughts of women who say, I want to have my children in one place. And so they will sit down and enjoy anything. And I'm not saying that Becky should leave, okay? I'm not saying she should leave, but how dare you say somebody is talking about their pain? They are pouring out their hearts. They are talking about the deception and lies associated with their so-called marriage. And the thing you can get out of it is that she should try and have another baby. Shewa, okay. Are you okay at all? We don't do that over here, please. Maybe you are new here. I've never seen you, but this is not the place for it. Take that foolishness out. I beg, Auntie. Emma Binu. We don't do that over here. When there's a problem, we fix it. We think about resolving issues. She's traumatized. She's stressed. I had to get her a therapist to be counseling her. And all you can think about is another baby. Kilo Sheyin Gon. Why do you think like this? Is babies the end of the world? Having babies, that's all of you think about. That's why you come to Obodo Oyibo. All you can boast of is children. This is a woman that is clear about what she wants in life. She's only 31 years old, 32. And she is so focused. She's already had trauma in her childhood. Now she's feeling that the husband who she thought was going to be the savior is also let her down. Her father let her down. Now the husband has let her down. Why are you advising her to have another baby? Okay. So my people, here we are. Let me leave Abby because I don't know. She's obviously new here. So I'm just going to leave that. So as you can hear from my conversation with her, I've told her to be patient. And I will give you my thoughts about this. And I know you are listening, Becky, my darling. Bele, it is well with you. I know she's very, very agitated. Yeah, she feels that Blinks. Some people get it. Some people just get it. Blinks TV, you get it completely. This is how she feels. She feels like this is an invasion of her body. You get it. This is how she feels. She feels like she's invaded because this is a young girl who's never had a boyfriend all her life. She's kept herself for marriage. And now she's married, and all of a sudden they are poking things in her, doing all these treatments in her. She doesn't understand it. She's confused because she's like, hey, I married a man because I wanted security. But what is happening? Everything is told me is a lie. She's feeling very confused. She's lonely. She's isolated. I was even saying to her that we haven't done our visit this year. I think it's time for us to start. So we're going to have to go and see her. If you are Obodo Farm UK, please be ready. Sis Gigi, I can see you here. I know you got my back. We're going to have to go and see this young lady and hug her. It's very, very important that we start with her. We haven't done it this year because obviously it's the beginning of the year and a lot has been going on. But we need to start our visit again because it's part of the work that we do. So we need to embrace her. We need to help her. We need to counsel her. My personal thoughts about this, I will reserve at the end of the show. But I want to hear what people have to say. Okay, what do you have to say about this? There's mixed comments and emotions on my comment section. I can see people saying, "Oh, it's a Mongo Park. She needs to go." Some people saying, "Oh, okay, he's just lied. It's shame that didn't make him to disclose his situation and all that." But if Becky was your sister, this is your sister that somebody comes to marry from home. She's new in the UK. Okay, she's not been here for a long time. Okay, how would you advise her? What would you? She's listening, please. What would you tell her to do? She's confused. She's lonely. She's feeling like she's been lied to. She doesn't know what to do. And that's why she's so desperate to look for solutions. When I'm talking to her, even yesterday, we were chatting. I was like, calm down, calm down. She's like, no, I need to know what to do. I need to make a decision. I said, no, you don't need to make a decision now. Okay? It's not like, I'm saying that what he did, I'm not giving him a pass. Please, I don't want anybody to see as if I'm giving him a pass. Okay? I'm not giving him a pass. What he did is despicable. It is very, very bad. He thought his son is seen an Ubenke in the village, a small village girl who he can lie to. So he saw her from a poor family, picked her up, paid her school fees, helped the family because they are broke a little, and then brought her here. Everything is a deception. All his plans was for this young girl to manufacture babies for him. This is what he wanted. And that is heartbreaking. And I'm not disregarding her pain, but I'm thinking we might be able to navigate this if he's ready to do the work. Okay? That's what I'm thinking. But let me hear what you guys think. All right? The first caller is my sister, Rita. You're welcome, sis.
Yeah, good evening, sis.
Good evening.
Happy new month.
Happy New Month. Somebody says
Yeah.
it's police. Egba mi.
Ah.
Who le to be yen? Police ke. For waiting. Mona calm down now. Mona
It is well.
relax. You never
It
reach
is
that.
well.
You
My
never reach
sister,
that
I want to
level.
say please.
Mm.
You never reach that level. Yeah, calm
You never
down.
reach that
That's the
level.
number one thing. I want to
Lola, they
start with,
vex.
yeah, I want to,
Okay,
it is
go on.
well. All of us, the vex, even myself, the vex. Yes, I want to start with number one, there was no love.
Mm.
Because in a marriage, there's a foundation. When there's no love, there's bound to be lies and every other thing comes in there. They
Mm-hmm.
have a target. Yeah, he has a target. He didn't go for her because he loved her. Because when you
Mm-hmm.
love a woman, you wouldn't know when you would tell the woman everything about your life,
Mm-hmm.
especially in that aspect. Because
Mm-hmm.
them are supposed to sit down and discuss about it. Because
Mm-hmm.
if he loves her, he wouldn't keep it away from her. It is something that they would have sit down and talk about it. And they
What about
know
the
if the
shame and
lady loves the
deception?
man, then he will say,
Starita,
okay,
but
no
you know how
problem.
our culture is, our community, when it comes
Yeah,
to this issue of impotency, it's not something that the shame, the embarrassment does not make a lot of men talk about it.
keep it away from her.
Hmm.
If there is love there, he will not keep it away from her. Number two, that IVS she did is not his own sperm that he used. Man speak
Mm-hmm.
broken, no. Man no go talk the one where they go come flag our video.
People for
They this
comment
thing where they
section
take plan
when
for the woman body.
mm, people for comment
The
section
thing
when
where
they
they
do
take put
medical
for her body
field,
not be his own.
they say two people know they get the same DNA.
Yeah.
Say maybe not the man own, maybe non store for a long time. Now, we see some people where they be doctors come they tell us be that.
Eh,
They say even
okay.
twins may not be the
So
same because I waiting me fair thing be that say maybe not in brother own, but some people, including one doctor, what we get for here, talk say two people know they get the same DNA, so
okay.
now you own. And to be honest, Becky can't tell me
Eh,
later. Yeah, the our conversation, but she can't call me, tell me yesterday say in call
okay.
the hospital. The talk saying I ain't get the spam. They say I ain't get them. You they hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I wasn't hearing you before. Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, now the way it is now, most of these men that wants to relate everything to their own family member is a very wrong thing, because right now she is depressed. You cannot live with a man in the house when you and the man cannot communicate. Communication is the power of a marriage. When there's no communication, there's bound to be this breakup.
Mm.
Because right now, as far as I'm concerned, that's not marriage. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's not marriage. If this man will accept to go for counseling, it will really help a lot. They will
Yeah.
now know if he really loves her. Because he's saying it that he invested money into her family. He helped them because they are poor. That's where he's saying it now. And a man that loves a woman will not say it that way. I've seen people raising people from nothing to somebody and they didn't rub it on their face because
Mm-hmm.
he's holding on that.
Mm-hmm.
So another thing is, if she love him, I will say she should go for the therapy and let's see what God is going to do. Because sis, to be very sincere, I
Mm-hmm.
know they like breakup. Number one, she said he loved the family. He's
Mm.
caring, he's everything,
Mm.
but it's just that communication that is the communication is the problem there.
Communication
And
and
where the problem
Kerewa.
is from his
Now two
family.
things.
Because
Communication
they
and
have turned
Kerewa.
him to themselves. So whatever is supposed to he discussed with them.
Mm.
Communication and Kerewa. Kerewa already there is problem.
Mm-hmm.
Kerewa there is problem. So he needs a therapy so they will now know how to work on it.
I
Because
think
he
they
has
need two
issues.
therapy.
And
My
he needs
sister,
to
I
be
think
open to her.
he needs a
Yes, they
therapy
need
for their mental or emotional well-being. They also maybe they need Kerewa
yes,
therapy. You know, say they get one they
yes.
call Kerewa therapy.
They need Kerewa therapy and that mental therapy. The two therapy more you go accept them.
Mm.
So now from the
Okay.
therapy now, he go give him break up because this therapy, it helps a lot. It will now give him a break up from his people. At least let him know that this woman is his wife. This is his home, his family now. Whatever is bothering him, he needs to pour it to her. Let them sit down and discuss so they know how to go about it. So
Okay.
that's the little contribution I have for her.
Thank
It
you
is
very
well.
much.
God will
Thank you,
see
my
her through.
sister. Amen. Thank you. So my link is in the comment section. If you want to join the conversation, please click on the link. I see that people feel very strongly about this. Some young people are not having it at all. Adana says, I'm confused. Why are you guys pushing counseling and for them to stay together? The man clearly brought her here to use her. The kids are priority to him. Okay. Adana, I will tell you, coming from an older woman, at least I know I'm older than you, who's been married for a long time, I will tell you that divorce is not the first option. Okay. In marriage, you will have a lot of challenges. And one person's challenge is different from the other person's own. It's up to the person, the two people in the marriage, and their threshold, what they can put up with. So I'm not going to advise Becky to jump out of this marriage in good conscience because, first of all, she's new in the UK. Okay. Number two, she never even settled down where. Where's she gonna go to? Where's she gonna start from? And I'm not saying that leaving means that she will not find her feet eventually, but I still believe that even though the man lied, there can be forgiveness if he's willing to do the work. There can be reconciliation if he's willing to work with his wife and put his family out of his marriage because it seems like the sister is the one controlling the situation. What you young people in the house need to know, especially those of you who are not married, divorce is not the first option no, when there's problem in marriage. Oh, it's not. Mm-mm. No jump to divorce like that, I beg. And those of us that have been married for a long time will tell you, okay, divorce is not the first thing. You need to try to work on things. You need endurance, you need patience, long suffering, you need forgiveness. And if I cannot tell Becky, pack out of this man's house now, and there's no need for counseling, don't even try. No, I can't. I can't. Mm-mm. It's too early for that. Let's see if he's willing to do the work at least before we can say, okay, he's not willing. Before I can say, okay, go and divorce. That's why they divorce. Divorce easy like that too. Easy, oh. Mona chill, oh. Mokuna relax. Divorce is not easy. You people shouldn't think that divorce is so easy, oh. So make we relax. I know it's emotional, she's sad, she feels deceived, but you can work on things if people are ready to do the work. Mama Jojo, you're welcome, sis.
Hello, NTB. Hello, everyone listening. I'm calling from Maryland now. I
You're
just want to,
welcome.
you can hear me?
Yes, go ahead, sis.
Okay. I just want to say, first of all, thank you for the platform. You are changing lives every day. And I'm thinking that Becky has come to the right place where she can hear different perspectives from different people and then make her own decision. It is not our call to tell her what to do, but after everyone gives their input and she can sit down and think what is best for her because we
Mm-hmm.
don't know through the situation. What
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing here, this man lied and deceived her, right? But
Yeah.
I'm not hearing he's an abusive man. I'm not hearing he's insulting her. I'm not
Mm-mm.
hearing other women are calling her. I'm not hearing most of the negative things that send women to be frustrated and leave a marriage. I'm hearing he lied. I'm seeing his family. First of all, I'm hearing that his family is running his home and he's not run. He's not a man in his home. It's his sister in his home. And the first thing I would suggest with the Becky to find to sit down and talk to him, right? And say, I have found out all of these things about you. That's why I kept my body as a virgin to marry you because I was a Christian. I'm a Christian girl, and that's what I should do. And we have a child now. It is not my desire to be a single mom. I did not get married to be a single mom. Can
Mm-hmm.
we find an independent licensed marriage counselor that
Mm-hmm.
will sit and walk with us through our issues that
Mm-hmm.
we can help? Apart from your family, if we have any issues, let's find someone who's professional, who has the degree, who does not
Mm-hmm.
have any bias towards us, that
Mm-hmm.
will walk through our issues. Because come to think about NTB, no matter what, the sister will take her brother's side. No matter what, his family will take on his side. Only a few objective, honest, genuine women will say, that no, you cannot do this girl like this, you cannot do that girl like that, right? But
Mm-hmm.
his family loyalty is to him. And the second thing I'm saying, medically, I'm not a medical doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Medically, there are, especially the good thing is they are in the Western world. They have
Yeah, we would like to
therapy.
hear from any medical person in the house, please. Gigi,
Yeah,
Temi T, you
they
people
have
are the medical people that we have in the house. I'd like to hear from you. Come into the studio.
they
Is
have
there solution to Kerewa less, or if someone is having problem potentially a man, what can be done? Is there treatment? I believe there is treatment these days for most things.
okay, NTP, let me say this. They have what they do is like I will share my story a little bit. Uh they have he can see a urologist because my ex-husband and I saw a urologist. That you can change your diet, you can
Mm-hmm.
exercise. There are ways to make this problem work if he's willing. The
Yeah.
key word is willing. The key word is he ready to be the man over his home. Is the key word is he ready to sit and say, family, the Bible said a man shall marry his wife and the two shall become one. And he said that family and his wife, the all three shall become one. Is he ready to stand up with his family and take a different route? Is he willing to go to counseling, professional counseling? Is he willing to see all of the different try all of the different steps to save this marriage and work on his health? Because come
Mm-hmm.
to think about NTP, he's not the only man.
He's not old, my sister. Mama Jojo, you know the man is only 53 years old. He's
You know
not
what
an
I'm
old
saying? He's
man.
not the only man.
No, he's
Most
not. It's
most
just
of
that she
our
is
men,
much younger.
most of
So
our
he
men,
can work on it. I
he,
think
he-
there can be solution if he's willing.
we normally tell you something. Most of our men, do not admit it. You see the African diet with a lot of sugar that they
Mm-hmm.
eat, it affects that. A lot
Yeah,
of
somebody
sugar
said alcohol as well. He should reduce
exactly.
alcohol if he's drinking.
Thank you. So between you and me, Becky, I will not tell you to leave your marriage, but there are steps that people can take who want to be married to follow. And if you try all of these, and you try the counseling with a professional licensed counselor, you try all the medical things, and if it doesn't work, then you make that decision. Like for me, the reason why I got divorced,
Mm-hmm.
we're having problems in our marriage, right? The first thing is my pastor wife has a PhD in marriage and counseling at the time, so I was blessed. So I
Mm-hmm.
went to the pastor wife and I said, "This is what is happening in our marriage," and they offered to counsel us. They offers to counsel us, they offers to send us to see a licensed marriage therapist to sit and
Mm-hmm.
navigate through the problems, right? But my
Mm-hmm.
ex-husband did not, he said that he was not, nobody was going to tell him what to do.
Yeah.
The Bible is Western philosophy. He will do
That's
whatever
where the
he wants
problem
to
come
do.
in. When they start telling you nobody will tell me what to do.
Yes. So even his family offered. I told him, I said, we've been together for 13 years, married for 13 years. We have a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't intend to be a single mom. I don't want to be a single mom, but these things that are happening, they are not normal and they are not right because we go to a very, very good church and the pastor preaches that these things should not be happening in marriages. When they
Mm-hmm.
say ups and downs in marriage is when someone gets sick or people attack you from order, but not these things. And he refused. And I tried and I tried and I did everything. I went to counseling myself. At the end of the day, when every other option that there was, right, where it could not
Mm-hmm.
work, I left. And
Mm-hmm.
Entebbe, you wouldn't believe it. I was in Minnesota, right? When I left, in less than a year, God blessed me with a job with the World Bank. From Minnesota, I came to the World Bank, 1 block away from the White House.
Mm-hmm.
And I work at the World Bank now.
So there's hope. There's hope if the man is willing to do the work.
There
That's what
is
you're
hope if
saying,
the
Mama
man is
Jojo.
willing to work. She shouldn't leave the marriage. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I wouldn't
If
recommend.
he's
She should
willing to work
forgive
on
him.
it,
She
yeah.
should forgive him, and she should not leave the marriage until she has taken all of these steps. Because he's
Mm-hmm.
not insulting her, he's not abusing her,
No,
he's
she
providing.
said he's a good man. He provides. He loves his
So
daughter.
if he's willing to go for the therapy and get the help he needs, I wouldn't leave the marriage. If he's willing to get a mentor, if he's willing to
Mm,
listen to someone who can direct him, and he's willing to put in the work to change. That's what it is. It's putting in the work to be a better husband. Because
mm,
to be told, I'm sure she has some flaws too that he's not happy with. But
yeah,
he's not saying that no matter how flat the pancake is, there are two sides. I'm sure
yeah,
he's not happy with everything that she does,
yeah.
but
But
he
it's, I
just needs
mean, they can work on it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Thank
can
you
work
very
on it.
much, Mama Jojo. Yeah.
Yes.
I appreciate you, sis. Thanks for calling. Mama Jojo is saying in her own case, she was willing to work on her marriage, but the man was not willing. That's why. Realities around you, your internet connection is not good, my sister. So I cannot argue. You are next, but unfortunately, you need to reconnect. So I'm going to read this comment. I can't read your name. I'll just call you Incube. He says, what about the two women he was married to? Forget the one for papers. What about the one he was married to for 6 years? Are we saying the wife didn't try? I'm sure she too faced the Kerewa issues. Yeah, we're not. That's what I'm saying, Incube. Nobody's exonerating him. We're not saying that. We're not giving him a pass. Okay? We're just saying that, with marriage, you need to be able to forgive. Even deception. Yes. Even deception. You can forgive deception. You can forgive lies if the person is willing to do the work. You see, I said to you that divorce is not the first option when there are problems in a marriage because, these days people think that, oh, he lied to me. Oh, I'm filing for divorce. You think divorce is easy? Or living alone. She has a child now. She's even worried that in their culture the child belongs to the man. But she lives in the UK, thank God, now, of which she's not even settled. But there's always room for reconciliation when two people are willing. All it takes is humility. You need to humble yourself. I'm messed up. Okay? You see, this Gragra, you guys see me like this, and you seem like this tough woman. I'm so strong. I talk. I can't remember what happened in my marriage once upon a time. I can't remember. It's been a long time. I try to forget the bad stuff. There's no point dwelling on it. Yeah, no marriage is without problem. Okay, you guys saw my husband the other day, and you're like, oh, you're so lucky. Yeah, it's not all smooth sailing. We had our issues. And I think we had an issue one time, and I had to go to him, and I went on my knees and I said, I am sorry. I apologize. I humbled myself. You can do that. In this case, the man can do it. Nay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't tell you. I was ashamed. I didn't know how you would take it. You won't marry me if I tell you. I'm not saying he's right to do it, but you don't just divorce because there's a problem. No, you can. Trust is broken. Christy is saying you can never trust her again. Christy Joel, trust is broken, but you can you rebuild trust again. You can. Honestly, why is it that people who cheat, when we talk about couples who cheat and they still continue in the marriage, they can mend the marriage? Trust can be broken, but you can also rebuild trust again if the people are willing to do the work. This is the way I say it. Becky said he's a good man, he's a provider. He's not abusive to her in any way. He doesn't call her names, he doesn't raise his hand on her. He takes care of his daughter. The only problem they have is communication and lack of Kerewa. So the lack of Kerewa being that, he has problems which, this guy obviously is too ashamed or does not want to engage with. It can be treated, but he needs to open up. He needs to go to a doctor. He needs to go to a therapist. He needs to go to Kerewa therapist. Okay? He has to be willing to. Because when I asked her, I said, will you go to therapy? Say yes, he will. I don't think he wants to lose his wife because this is his third marriage. Okay? He will want to work on it. Well, this is just my own personal, this is the way I feel about it. I don't think she should leave the marriage. Indelible, you're welcome. What do you have to say? Good evening. Unmute yourself, please. Indelible, I can't hear you.
Hello. Can you hear me
Hi,
now?
good. Yeah, can you speak a bit louder? I can't hear you.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, Auntie B. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm calling from Texas.
Okay. What
So
do you have to say?
yeah, I totally understand the last caller, Mommy Jojo. I understand where she's coming from, but there are some clauses in in everything. The first one, she said he lied,
Yeah.
that her father said about what her father said or something like that. I feel the reason why he lied is because probably so if in case she can give birth, um you will say maybe the father has caused her, that's why she's having issues giving birth,
Mm-hmm.
because of the relationship she had with her father. So
Mm-hmm.
that was the first lie. The second lie, a friend too. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the guy. I feel that the guy has a lot of problems, and if he's willing to work on it, though, that's fine. But is she ready to like forgive him? You know, for everything that he has caused, like all the hurts and everything. Is she ready to forgive him?
Mm-hmm.
Because the marriage itself is based on lies.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I feel that yeah, that's my own little contribution.
All right.
That's
Thank you,
just
my
it.
darling. Elegant. Indelible, elegant. I appreciate you. Please call again. People are saying about this Kerewa thing. Realistically, O'Shea is saying, realistically, how can a marriage work without Kerewa? Well, Kerewa is very, very important. I'm not going to come here. You guys know I'm not a hypocritical person that will come and tell you Kerewa is not everything. No, no, I won't do that because I'm a woman. I've got needs, I've got feelings, I have emotions and urges, and they have to be met. Okay, so the issue of Kerewa, the way I see it, it can be resolved, right? There are treatment options available, but you see the reason why a lot of our African brothers don't get treated is because they are in denial about it. You don't even agree that you have problems. You know, you don't even agree. You are in denial about it. You don't want anybody to know. And somebody is asking me, what about if it's a DV? For DV, if Becky has said to me that he's put his hands on her once, we will not even have this conversation. It's me that will help her call police, and it's me that will help her go to shelter. No, DV is not negotiable. Okay, if you are in a situation and there's DV, it is not negotiable for me. No, but I believe when there is no DV and the other person is willing to work on it with you, willing to take you seriously with your concerns, then yeah, you can. With DV, we don't even negotiate that one, no. Because Bumi and realities around you. I don't know what is happening with your connection today. Bumi, your connection is usually very good, but tonight is not, I'm afraid. Okay, realities around you. Yours
Hello,
finally worked. You're welcome, sis. How are you?
good afternoon. I'm doing well. Hello, everyone. Auntie
Mm-hmm.
B,
Mm-hmm.
this matter. I believe you must have seen my comment.
I saw your comments.
Okay, okay. I was like, the truth about this whole thing is there's a lot of red flags when it comes to
Mm,
this. When we talk about someone caring for you,
mm,
a lot of situation when it comes to abusers, it mustn't be physical for him to emotionally hurt her. This thing when they call silent uh, uh, person they die in silence.
yeah.
This is one of the way these people operate is to starve their partner. He knows he is not fit, and he got married to her.
And now
You
the
know,
deception with that. That's the deception we're talking about, sis.
big time deception. And
Mm,
his family part, he will never stand up for her. I have to tell you the truth.
yeah.
Up to this day, my own case has been like that until I left. Even for 2 years now, this is 2 years I left home. They have never called, oh, what happened? His family is a toxic family, and he knows that he's also they're all in it. So
That's your own
there's,
family. Oh. You are not talking about this person. You're talking
I
about
know,
your in-laws.
yeah, I know. But what I'm telling you now is that concerning this man,
Mm,
the lady already said it. She has been in the marriage for some time. She has opened up to that point that he has never stood up for me. And
mm-hmm,
the truth is that how these people operate, they will never do. He will never, he's not caught. This is the truth. So the facts have to be said when it comes to this. There's a lot of, when I said red flags, okay, he's
mm-hmm,
been married before. Not that people who are married before cannot be genuine, but there's the deception from his past marriage he transferred to the new one, and he will never change. He will tell her, I will go to therapy. When the time comes, you will see that he will not go to for therapy. He
we
will
don't
never
know
agree.
that. We don't know that, sis.
Auntie B, I'm sorry, I'm just making this is not false assertion. This is what happens. Many of these people don't like to go for therapy. So the lady is broken from the voice when I did not join on time. I think I joined almost before 2:30. So the lady has poured her heart out that this man has been lying, and the lies is still there. A family built on lies,
Mm,
it would take the grace of God and a lot of therapy to make things work well. If the man is willing, if he's willing
mm,
to go for therapy, that would be beautiful. But he might want to promise her, they give this false hope. He might want to give her a false hope that he will go for therapy just to relax her mind. So instead of her going through the pain of being in that marriage and she's not happy, the best thing, because the silent emotional breakdown is even worse than the physical one, because now she's pouring her heart out. Bringing somebody to abroad does not guarantee that the person is a good person. A lot of people hide in all those. People hide to treat others good for some time. Love bombing, that is how love bombing works. Love bombing is a way of treating somebody good for some time, and treating the children good for some time. Before you know, as time goes on, after he has sapped all her energy, you see him, he will stay back. That is how these people operate. He's love bombing her. The truth of the matter, when I listen to her, he's a good father. That is how people say that. Let me use my own case. A narcissistic person, people saying that they are good fathers. They are never good, because if you can't treat the woman who gave birth those children for you in the right way, how can you say you're a
Let's
good
not
father?
project. Temiti, I can hear you. Thank you very much. Realities around you. Let's not
Yes,
project our own situation on this one, please.
no, I'm not
I
projecting it.
understand where you are coming from, but
I
no two
can't
people are the
project.
same. Now you are making
Yes.
it seem as if your ex's situation is exactly like this man. It's
No,
not the
no,
same.
Auntie B, I am not saying that. I have I have gone for therapy. I've been aware on how these people operate. They operate the same way. This is not projecting anything into anybody. It is just the fact of how these people work.
But he's
They
not a
are
narcissist though. He just lied, which is
Auntie B.
bad. He lied,
That
which
is
is bad, but he's not a narcissist.
okay. See, Auntie B, see the two facts. He lied to get her, you know, and he's what is it called? Using the what is it called? He brought her to America, I mean to UK rather, you know.
Yes,
Uh he has lied, he has deceived her, he has not
yes,
been standing for her.
yes. But
There's
that doesn't
that
make him a narcissist.
anti B.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, I have to be truthful. When it comes to this narcissistic tendency, we all need to go deeper. There's so much about these people.
It's
I've
not a
listened to
narcissist.
the
Realities around you. I don't agree with you. It's not.
there's no problem. We mustn't agree on everything, but the truth is
Yeah,
that
that's
this
fine.
is not beat someone or physically harm
No,
someone.
it's not
There's
because no, it's not because there's no physical. Because it's not physical. That's why I say it's not a narcissist. But I
okay,
can understand their issues clearly, right?
but Auntie B saying that he's treating her well. Treating her well is not a way to identify this trait. You know, a lot of people treat others well, but at the same time, now then they so you know where person go they bite person go they blow and breeze. That is what we're talking about here. Someone is right there treating someone back and at the same time disguising to treat them good. That is what I just have to say about this.
All
So
right, thank you. Thank you.
not
Realities around you. It's all right. We
chase to.
disagree on this one. It doesn't mean that we'll not agree on another one. If Adana will catch me now, I'm sure Adana is not happy with me at all. Adana I say it's just a liar. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trivialize it. I'm sorry. Una body too dey hot. Una calm down. When they say marriage, all of you that Yoruba in the house, ile oko, ile eko. When they say marriage, you need a lot of patience, guys. This is the forgiveness we are talking about, forbearing. I'm not trying to undermine what he did. Okay, you guys know. I am very, very supportive of women who experience any form of, abuse on this platform. But when I try to look at a case objectively, eh? I look at this man. He's not a narcissist. He lied. And I'm not trivializing the deception that he did, lying to her and everything. But she is the one that told me with her mouth that he's a good man. He's a good father. The problem is lack of communication, which no matter the age of men, sometimes you need to let them know. I'll give you an example. Let me give you an example. Mojishola, I'm coming to you in a minute. I'm sorry, but I think I need to digress. I'll give you an example. Sometimes you think because you live with somebody, you think they know things. For some men, it takes them time to understand, and they may not know. There was something that happened between my husband and I a long time ago, going 16 years now. Do you know? You know women now, as we know, they forget something. I carry on for my mind all this while. I never forgive him. Okay, I don't forgive him, but I never forget. I've forgiven him, but I didn't forget. It is this trip that I went to, this Valentine, when my husband and I went to Paris. I told him, I said, this thing you did, do you know how much this thing hurt me? And then he said, I'm sorry, I didn't even know. I was crying. When he said it, I was like, oh my God, he didn't even know. He didn't, all these years, he didn't even know that what he did was wrong. The point I'm trying to make is that because he's 53 years old does not mean that he has all the wisdom in this world. And I'm not saying that he's the best man in this world, but he's human. To err is human, to forgive is divine. We need to leave room for reconciliation and forgiveness in relationship. Otherwise, we go talk say any small thing when person do me with the divorce. And I'm not for that, oh. I am not for that. Because divorce should be the last resort. This is my own personal stand on it. Some people might say, okay, he lied to me, so he lied to me, so it's deception, so I'm leaving the marriage. How you tell no say the next one you go meet, no go do the one when was past that one? That one feel begin to beat you. Okay? You can work on it if you are willing. When there is no they know they do bad bulls, they know they beat you. And if he's willing to work on it, you can. That's my point. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But this is my own. That is the way I feel about it. Mochola, you're welcome, sis.
Yeah, thank you, ma. Good evening. I'm calling from Lagos, Nigeria.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well done for all that you've been doing. I'm saying hello to all the Obodo family.
Thank
In
you.
my own view, I'm not saying that she should get divorced, but I want us to look at some things. I see that man is manipulative, and we keep saying he's a good person. He's not beating her. We are in London now. He knows the implication of beating her.
They beat for you.
So he knows the. But in his own case, he knows that probably now, probably someone that knows him would have gone to tell him that the wife has brought your case to obodooyinbo. I want to believe that he's trying to be a little bit cautious and gentle with her, so that he knows women that if he disturbs her too much, if he does not take care of her well, there's tendency for the lady to spill out, which probably he does not even know that she has already spilled out to probably someone in the
No, he
church.
doesn't know.
Uh,
No, he doesn't know.
uh,
This is the
And if you
first
look
time
at
he's bringing the
yes,
thing out.
and if you look at the statement he said that I've done so much for your family, do this one for me. That's not supposed to be it.
Yeah,
To me,
it's
that's
not.
not supposed to be it. It's not
Mm,
that, yes, to me, it looks, although we are not there, it looks as if it was not remorseful. And then, as someone said, like, he does not even love her. Just your come and it's like, I paid your school fees to come and so that you
yeah,
can do something, so
yeah.
you can pay, how do I put it now? You worked for
Can
this
give me
thing.
children. Yeah.
You've worked for it, I've paid you off. But
Mm,
when it comes to it's deep, it's deeper than that. It's different from when if you say something like, I'm sorry. That's not easy. How would that's not something. If I told you, you'd have married me. I
mm-hmm,
love you. I don't, because I don't want to lose you. That's why I lied. She didn't
mm-hmm,
say things like that, though. She didn't say
mm-hmm,
things like that. Another thing she said is that when the man comes in, they don't talk.
mm.
So how does that relate? She's in abroad. She's not this.
You
It's
can
not, it's
work
not the
on
one
that.
that. Mhm.
None of
They
these
don't
things when
talk.
there's nothing you mentioned that cannot be worked on, Mojishola. You can work on
Okay.
it. Yes, you can.
Okay.
It's the work.
Well,
It's willing
okay.
to do the work. You can work on communication. A lot of Nigerian men don't know how to communicate, especially that generation. They don't. But you can work on it. This is the work of the experts. This is what I'm saying.
Okay. Yes, I agree that we should let's as in okay, let's give it a try. Let us see if she's going to be ready to go for therapy. Let's see. Let's start from
Mm,
there. And of course,
yeah.
as I said, I'm not supposing that without him, giving him a chance to say divorce. She's
Mm,
abroad. She has the children. She has a baby. How will she feed
mm,
herself? She does not have.
mm,
It's not in Nigeria that you have herself. That means she will not
mm,
work. She has to stay with the baby, or the
mm-hmm.
little money she earns, she'll go and be paying
And
baby
her
mind.
leg never even stand well for this side
Uh-huh.
safe.
So it's not as if I'm saying they should, but I
Mm,
just feel like I see I might be wrong as well. I see the man,
mm,
like my own point of view. I see the man like what you're about to say. Toba fe motale kajekowode. Let the
Ben.
man get what he wants before you even. If this one is a nice father, is a nice father. Let us before we know who he really is. Another
Yeah.
thing is that I don't know how it can be done. Is there any way this thing can be documented so that this woman will have a say? Because we are Africans, and she has to be vigilant before they take the child, and bring her to Nigeria, and then she will
Mm,
have no say, and they will now
yeah.
use culture and the baby will now be in Nigeria. You can see what Fanika Ide is doing to Precious.
Oh yes.
If
Oh
that if
yes.
they find if this baby find a way to Nigeria,
Mm-hmm.
that lady, that is all.
Yeah.
So those are
Thank
the,
you.
and then if there's another way they can, I don't know how it can be done, to make him tell her, if I've accepted, I'm going to forgive you. I know it's not something easy. It's something she has to go and think and pray about so that she
Mm-hmm.
can
Mm-hmm.
forgive him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he ready to tell him, come out, whose sperm did they use?
It's
After
his
all, people
own.
are doing
No, it's
is
his
his
own.
own.
They
Okay.
checked later.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no,
They
no,
checked.
no, no, but you know that she said something about the younger
Yeah.
brother
No, no, no.
close.
She
So
later
not that
checked
she's
the hospital. No, it's his own. It's his
okay,
own.
this one, okay, thank God for
Mm,
that. Because I wanted to say,
yeah.
let us find, she should find out who owns the sperm, who
It's
owns
his
the
own.
sperm.
Thank you, my
I pray,
sister.
I pray that God will say her true. It's a
Amen.
devil one. And then this one,
Amen.
the someone said they should go and do another IVF. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that person is someone like him too. Is that is it? No, it will be
We're not
something
even
that
talking.
is.
We'll never even finish one. I think of they talk
Ah,
about another one.
it's
Thank
not.
you,
It's
my
not something that.
sister.
It's not as if she cannot give birth naturally, and then someone
You
is
can.
encouraging. Is it? It does. Then do they know the psychological effect they have going through IVF?
No,
The
that
pains,
one is not even
everything
on the
they get,
table.
the
No, having
injection
children.
they take every day. Do they
No,
know it? And when it's not as
no.
if she cannot get pregnant on her own.
Yeah.
Okay, I pray that God will see her through. Well done, sister.
Thank
I
you
am
so
always
much, my
following you.
sister. Thank you.
Bye,
Ẹ
bye
bá
now.
wa kí gbogbo Èkó o. Èkó ò ní
Wow,
bàjẹ́ o.
Dirty.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you very much, my sister. God bless you. I always like to have people from Africa call into the show. When they call from Lagos, I'm always so happy. I don't know if you guys have noticed. So I made this comment because I want to talk about it. O'Shea said, make she no divorce, but she's not happy. Okay, this happiness thing, I think I probably need to do a show dedicated to people to learn that your happiness does not come from another person. Okay, maybe I need to get like two, three women who are married so that we'll come and share our experiences. The minute you understand that your happiness does not come from the other person, your freedom go come more. You go there free. Happiness is not something you get from the other person. You need to be happy by yourself. I understand that situations around you can make you unhappy. That's fine. In this case, now Becky's situation in terms of her marriage and is making her unhappy. But happiness is something that you don't need another person to attain it. Okay? And somebody is saying something about emotional abuse, is emotional abuse and all that. Yeah, I understand every level of abuse you want to talk about. I do understand it. Okay? But there's what we call low level, moderate level, and high levels of abuse. You can't talk to me about abuse because this is my work. This is what I do every day. So I know it in and out, safeguarding. So we need to be very, very guided. It's so easy to jump into people's situation and say, oh, he lied to you. He's deceptive. Leave him. Are you going to take her in? You fed for her and her child. You think that journey is easy? Is she even emotionally balanced and strong enough to go through that? So, make we dey calm down. Let us be calming down. Be like that. Okay? Peace, can you hear me?
Hello, hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, my sister. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Is it your voice I'm hearing like this?
This is my
Hey.
voice too. This is why I've been running
Now,
away from
wow. I'm happy to hear your voice. You are one of
my
my
voice.
most
Unfortunately, my
consistent.
voice
Oh
is
my
not
God, I
related.
love you. Thank you
Oh,
so
thank you, my
much.
sister. It's okay. I will meet
Hmm.
one of these days anyway.
Yes, so we have to. I
Mm.
feel like I know you so much.
I've been following you from Obafemi Awolowo University. You don't know.
Lóòótọ́.
I'm joking. I'm just joking. I
You're
was looking at
welcome.
your profile and I see that you've been to Ife.
I'm a great
You've been to
Ife.
Ife. Yes,
Greatest
I've been to
Ife.
Ife. You went to
Eh?
London Met. I went to London Met too. I said,
Easy guy.
hey,
You follow me to London
telling
Met
you,
as well.
I will see you.
We have shared history, Jare. We have shared history.
We'll talk this. We say we talk about this later. Let's face
Later,
this first.
later.
Well done, my sister. You know
Thank
what?
you.
This thing has happened to two of my friends.
Oh,
One
really?
married, yeah, important. One married a pastor from Nigeria. I will just
Hmm.
be brief. And after some years, she discovered that the pastor was impotent. She couldn't tell anybody. She had to travel here because she was a nurse from Nigeria. So she told me, she confided in me that this is what happened, but I couldn't tell the church member, so I had to relocate. Eventually, this sister got married to a different person in America. And she's got twins today. She's happily married. The
Hmm.
other one was with the man for cool 10 years. This man was another pastor from Redeem. Imagine. So she suffered for 10 years. After 10 years, she left the man. But now
Hmm.
she couldn't get any baby. So what I'm trying to say is that although there's no virgin you can never see a virgin in the maternity ward, you know.
Hmm.
Nobody is innocent. No, nobody is perfect. This
Hmm.
man has lied. Of course, it was based on deception.
Hmm.
But if he can agree to like, let's sit down and talk about it. It's something they can if he agrees that he should go for therapy, yeah, it's
Hmm.
fine. But if he doesn't agree, maybe I'm just thinking, I don't know, it's my personal thing. Maybe she
Hmm.
should tell the man that if you don't agree, I'm a very young person. So if you don't mind, I know he will mind. If you don't mind me bringing another mind to our matrimonial our matrimonial home to
Hmm.
sleep with me, then let's see what is going to. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know that.
Hmm.
No man would ever accept that. Do you want to go with me for therapy to sort this thing
Hmm.
out? You
Hmm.
understand? Or you
Hmm.
want me to be sleeping about? Of course, nobody will, no man will agree to that. If the
Hmm.
man doesn't, then we can have, maybe we can review it. I don't know. Well, I'm
Yeah.
just thinking that she needs
Yeah.
to talk. They need to discuss. They need to have a discussion around this, then we can see what is going to happen. But I
Okay.
think they have to talk. They have to discuss
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, my
Thank you
voice
so
is too.
much. Thank you. It looks like you've been talking on the phone for a long
I,
time. Your
don't,
voice sounds like you've been on the phone to Nigeria and you've been talking
and
for
I
a
don't.
long time.
Do you know I don't even call Nigeria? Anyway, we'll see.
Eh.
Don't worry. We'll see. We'll see the one. Maybe on your birthday. Then you
Are
see
you
me.
in the UK or you are in the US?
I'm
Hmm.
in the UK. Oh, I'm your neighbor.
It's a
Oh.
lie. You are in my
I follow you.
backyard.
I
Ha.
follow you
And you didn't
everywhere.
join the farm. We don't see you in our group. We don't see you in our outing. Ah, in fact, you
No,
fall
I will
my
tell
hand
you. I
now.
will tell you the reason. I will tell you this is
Okay.
my sister. I will tell you
All
the
right.
reason.
All right.
It's
Thank you so
personal.
much. All
All right,
right.
my sister.
Thank you,
Take care.
sis. I appreciate you.
All right.
Love you very much. God
Love you
bless you.
too. Thank you.
Okay. We are moving on, and there is a lot of comments in the comment section. There was a comment I pinned a while ago. It's from Rao, and I would like to read it. She said that narcissist tendency is largely dependent on lack of empathy. Lack of empathy. So please, if you don't understand, it's somebody that doesn't have empathy that they call narcissist. On all situations, they are the ones and the same. Please, let's not confuse the phenomenon on this platform. Not be everybody be narcissist o ẹjọ torí Ọlọ́run. It's not everybody. Okay. Mm. Mhm. JD, you are here. You say it is interesting that when women can't give Kerewa. Is there any time women can give Kerewa? When can't women give Kerewa? We're always ready and willing. There's empathy and insistence that the men need to understand. Now a man can't, and people are saying divorce him. Yeah, I'm not in that group. I'm not in that WhatsApp group or divorce. I don't believe they should divorce. I believe there's room for, to work on the relationship, and I believe there's room for reconciliation. Blinks, you're welcome. Unmute yourself, please. Blinks TV.
Oh, Auntie B, good evening, ma.
Good evening. What do you have
Nice
to
to be here.
say? Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a few points I would like to talk about. I
Mm.
think, number one point is that this is not a marriage, if you know what I mean. I think that this is like a trade by barter.
Mm-hmm.
That the man is saying, "Oh, I've done this for you, so you have to do this for me." So
Mm-hmm.
it's not like, if you want to save a marriage, then somebody has to, love someone, be married, and then if there's a problem, you can work on it and save it. But it's
Mm-hmm.
not a marriage. Number
Mm-hmm.
two, right? I think what this lady is actually missing is that there's no affection in the marriage. Even if
Mm.
the man cannot do Kerewa, if the man loves his wife, if he maybe comes back from work, give her a kiss on the cheek, how are you? Give her a cuddle. I believe
Mhm,
that she will be able to cope without the Kerewa.
mhm,
You understand my point? So, to me, it's not just, about the Kerewa that is missing or maybe the communication. There is no affection. And if there's no
mm,
affection, no woman will be happy to stay in that kind of marriage. No woman can be happy to stay there. So, I'm not saying that she should leave. End of the day, it's a decision. But,
yeah,
I'm trying to understand her point and where she's coming from.
mhm,
And number three is that I think that Kerewa business, this man has tried to solve it before with his previous wife, and he still
mhm,
has the problem.
yeah. Go on, Blinks. I can hear you. Oh, I can't hear you anymore. Okay, I think I lost you there.
And
Can
to
you
be,
hear
can you
me?
hear me now? I can
Okay,
hear
you
you.
dropped off for a minute. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm saying that I think that the Kerewa business, if he has been to the doctor before with his previous wife and they couldn't resolve it,
Mm,
I think maybe it's an ongoing issue that cannot be resolved. So that's why you see that he's not bothered to do anything about it, because he has tried before and they could not solve his
mm,
problem.
yeah.
That's one thing I want to know. And thirdly, she's going through like a psychological torture. I would not say it's abuse, because it's not like something severe. But she's going through a psychological torture, because how can you be with someone in the house?
Yeah.
It does not show you any affection. It does
Mm,
not, come near you. You're just like you're living alone. You're just like, married and single at the same time. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. She's
yeah.
married and single at the same time. So that's some of the points that's one thing she's going through. So I don't know. End of the day, she should try. I'm not saying she should work out, but you cannot force love. You cannot solve love. If there's no
But
love, there's no
it's not
love.
all marriages that are based on love. Love is not the foundation of a lot of African marriages. You know that.
But women crave it though, Auntie B. Women
Yeah, I
crave
know.
that
Oh,
love
I'm a
and
woman.
affection.
What you are
uh
preaching to the
We all
choir.
crave it, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Even me too. We all crave that affection. And if the man is
Eh,
not showing you any affection, it's difficult to stay. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's difficult.
okay. Thank you very much, Blinks TV. I appreciate your call. God bless you. Yeah, I do understand that we need affection, but you also said something that it seems like a transactional marriage. Okay. So I'm not saying that he loves her or he doesn't love her, but I would not necessarily say that she was 100% in love with this man who's old enough to be her father when she got together with him. Okay. There was element of transaction in it from both sides. And again, I'm not justifying what he did. I'm not saying he's right. Okay. He was paying her school fees, he was giving money to the family, taking care of them. He brought her to the UK. She was enjoying all that. He hid his motive, his intention. He concealed it and lied and deceived her. And he came here now and said, when she got here, she was like, okay, it's time for you to pay back. So where is the love in all this? I can't see any love. It seems like a marriage of convenience. But the only problem now is because there's no communication. His family are ruling his life, and Kerewa, big deal. The deception of not being able to Kerewa. Bumi, unfortunately, your connection is still not very good. I can't add you the way it is. So if you want to say something, I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening to your internet today. Try again. I'm running up now. If you got anything to say, what I'm just going to say in summary of this whole thing is that there was a lot of manipulation and deception. Yes, I agree. Okay. The man is not a saint. He lied. She seems like, a pure, a very straightforward person. But I respect Becky. I'm not going to lie. I do respect her because she's very, very intelligent. She's clear about her intentions. She knows who she is. She knows where she's going to. Okay. And so this thing that happened to her now, it seems like, okay, where do we go from here? Andre is saying, Auntie B, since there is no love, should they stay in a loveless marriage? Hmm. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that question. Andre, I do not have an answer to that question. But I still believe that in all things, give room to, reconciliation and working things out before you head to divorce. Okay? Before you say, I'm going to divorce, divorce is not the first thing you should do. That is what I'm saying. Brother Patrick, you are here today and it's not a Sunday. You are blessed.
Yes, I just have to come in.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Good evening or good
Good
afternoon to
evening.
you.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir.
Yeah, I said one time in your program that the most important thing if you want to be serious with somebody as a Christian, irrespective of the personality or the status of that person, whether in obodooyinbo is a lawyer, doctor, engineer, the first thing is to God show me this man. The Bible says better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. He said the patient in spirit is better than the pride in spirit. And you just have to face reality. When you are dating somebody, you need to ask him or her question. Genotype. What is your genotype? Which is very important. Churches are considering that right now.
Yeah.
And when the church is counseling you, they talk about sex. You must ask the
Kerewa.
man about Kerewa. Yeah, I'm going to give you very funny. When I was in college, university, some of my juniors, they sleep in my room. These are grown-up kids. By the time they wake up, you saw all their pants, they'll be wet with, you know what I'm saying? They say, Pastor, pray for me. I said, I'm not going to pray for you because that's, you are no more a kid. This is a puberty stage. It happens. you know. So is this man, if I go for my physical, my doctor asked me, are you physically Kerewa? I said, yes. And they will ask me, do you have a girlfriend? I didn't know I'm married. I don't have a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
They asked me that. Why would the doctor ask me? This is your life. Anybody can go to London or go to America. What's the big deal about it? Ask the guy. Yeah. Pray about it, which is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Pray, pray. No, don't let somebody just push you over. I just need to know this man. I know it might be, people are always desperate. I want to travel. This man is abroad, but the Bible says better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. Yes. Because it's going to be only you that will carry your cross when you get to that time. It might not be easy, It's going to be God going to make it easy, but what we have gone through by that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to beg our ladies, especially those that are not married, before you go to any village, can you just seek the face of God? Don't rely on
Mm-hmm.
your pastor. Pastor may want to introduce somebody because they like him or
Mm-hmm.
her. You can pray on your own, go into fasting. God, I want to know this person.
Yeah.
It's very important. God, open my eye. Have mercy on me. I don't want to make mistake. Yeah, I will consider. Well, let me just round up. I know you are rounding up, my sister. God bless you.
Thank you so much, my
I just
brother.
have to jump in.
Okay, thank you, Brother Patrick. I appreciate you for jumping in. Brother Patrick is saying that you need to ask a lot of questions. You also need to pray. Very, very important. Rao says, questions are not enough. People tell lies and are deceptive. Yes, Becky's husband. Case in point. Only the Holy Spirit can reveal the deep and secret things of any man. If you diligently seek God on any issue, you would find him. Absolutely. Okay, a lot of people are fighting in the comment section. JD, I can see you and Dana getting getting into it about the issue. Everybody should calm down. Okay. What I know about life is that no two people's situation is ever the same. No two people's circumstances is ever the same. And that's what I was saying to realities around you when she was saying, I know this narcissist, this is how they behave. They are like this. No, 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 no. You know the one you were married to. You don't know any other one. Okay. And I'm not saying that narcissists are good people. And I'm not saying that, we shouldn't be on our guard. But I'm just going to end by saying to Becky, because I know she's listening, I already told you when we had a conversation that I think you should calm down. Okay? Calm down about this. Don't rush into divorcing or leaving this marriage. Because it's easy for people to tell you, leave, 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 leave. When you leave, then you will now be looking and say, okay, have I made the right decision? Did that? Because you always have to try to, if you really, really went into the marriage with good intentions, both of you, you have to fight for it. You have to. It may seem like, oh, I'm taking women back by saying, oh, you've been lied to, you've been deceived. Come and start fighting for your marriage. No. But the truth is that no good thing comes easy. The people that you see they are married 20 years, 25 years today, if they tell you they've got challenges along the way, no marriage is a bed of roses. You don't give up just because, something happens like that that is workable. And for me, this man has lied. You say you don't trust him anymore. Trust has been broken, but you can also rebuild the trust if he is willing. That is, what I kept saying throughout. He needs to be willing. He needs to apologize for lying to you. He needs to own up, face up to the reality that, okay, he's got issues in the Kerewa region. And he needs to be willing to follow you to therapy. You need to go and do therapy, couples therapy. You also need to go and do what they call Kerewa therapy. It's called sex therapy. If he's got medical issues that he needs, people were saying exercising, cutting off alcohol, visiting a doctor. Our next show on Thursday, we're going to be talking about how Africans are walking themselves to an early grave because they refuse to go to the doctor. I don't know what it is about us. A lot of, especially brothers, they wouldn't go to the doctor. So a lot of people have underlying issues that they are not even aware of, undiagnosed issues. If there is no DV and the person is willing to communicate and work on it, there is always hope. So I'm not going to ask you to work out. Try everything you can, to make this work. Talk to him, tell him to go to therapy with you. If he doesn't, and you've done everything and okay, then you can also put your hands up and say, yes, I tried it. Yeah. Rao, you're saying you took your marriage, you have to take the marriage vows very seriously. It says in sickness and in health, in lying and in deception. That is what it means, for better, for worse. You see, the problem is that in this day, we only look at it for better. You see, when you are taking the vows and they say for worse, this is for worse, so don't get it twisted. Some people with the mindset you have, you will not last one year in marriage. Because you are not ready to do the for worse. All you want is for better, for better, for better. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Otherwise, you will not marry. You just a divorce every day, no. You need to be willing to do the work. Both of you. Okay? So, I'm running now. Hello. You're joining us very late. What do you have to say, dear?
Sorry, Auntie B. First time caller. I love your show.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you. And I hear everything you are saying and I agree, right? And I'm sure as African women, I'm Southern African, but the culture, I think African culture is almost the same when it comes to marriage, right? But for me, the problem I have is that we are assuming that this man is willing to do the work. I guess we're thinking best case scenario, right? But at the end of the day, we have to think about, Becky's mental health. She's not a rock. She's a human being that's being affected by what this man has done and what he continues to do.
So what is your advice for her?
My advice
What's your
is
advice?
this. Don't wait, right? On leaning on a hope and a prayer. Sit him down. Talk to him. Tell him, listen, I see the deception A, B, C, D, all the stuff that she said to you, she should lay it on the table for him. That's if there is no danger of him turning around and it becomes a DV situation. Do you understand? Because we know men and
I can't hear you again.
I'm in pain this way and that, here and there, because mental health is important. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so then from there, she can make that decision. But to be honest, the way things are, we have to be honest with ourselves as people also. You can try and try again. But at the end of the day, if the other person, there's no reciprocity and the person is not working with you, you are suffering and smiling and suffering and smiling. And at the end of the day, it takes a toll on your mental health, right?
Yeah.
And we have people that are, I don't know how you guys call it in Pidgin, like they, I don't want to say the word because I know the S word on YouTube is not allowed, where people are basically taking
Kerewa.
themselves out, you know what I mean, of planet Earth. And yeah, that's not a good place for her to be in. But she must talk to him and say, hey, I'm aware of A, B, C, D. Are you willing? And she has to set conditions and he has to meet those conditions and then take it from there.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, my darling, for calling. I agree with you that there needs to be, the person needs to be reciprocal in whatever approach that you decide to do. And that Becky's mental health is also at risk here. It needs to be taken seriously. Yeah, I agree on that. But Nigerians will say, what God cannot do does not exist. Okay. So I think the baby steps is Becky going home to sit her husband down. Becky, if you are listening to me, I know you are, because you were waiting anxiously for this show. Tonight at 2 a.m., set your alarm. Don't sleep, oh. Or in case you sleep, set your alarm for 2 a.m. Wake your husband up. Okay? And then pour out your heart to him and tell him exactly how you feel. Tell him that, you found out that, he thinks he's playing you, he's lied and he deceived you, and this is how you feel, and this is how this is impacting on you. And then tell him that, okay, this is where you are now. You have a beautiful daughter between the two of you. but you can only continue because of the impact this is having on you, on your mental health and emotional well-being, if he's willing to do the work. That is the word I've been using from the beginning. Okay? And then we'll take it from there and see, because a lot of people are assuming that he will not want to go to therapy. A lot of people are assuming that because he's lied before, he might not want to take, counseling seriously. And I don't understand, emotional abuse. A lot of people are saying that, oh, it's emotional abuse. Please, guys, come on, now take it easy now. I understand every kind of abuse that you want to talk about. Okay? He lied. He deceived her. It is wrong. What he did is wrong, and I'm not supporting him. But what I'm saying is that the situation is, you can salvage it. It is possible to salvage it. Don't run off now and just say, okay, because you lied, I'm leaving this marriage. I'm leaving this marriage. The grass might look greener out there, but it's somebody that is watering it. So let's be guided. Okay? You don't run off from your marriage because of the first issue that happened. You need to try at least. If it doesn't work, then you say, okay, I did this like our sister Mama Jojo said. I got my husband to go to counseling or to therapy. He refused. He said, this is Oyibo thing. I can't do it. Then, she's justified because she took the action after he refused. So this is my advice for you. And I know it's going to be well with you. Rao, now that I want to end is when you want to come into the studio. And you've been there in the comment section since. Eh?
Actually, it was a last minute decision.
Nobody should come into the studio again. I'm done. Oh yeah, Rao, hit me.
I just wanted to say, I can see everyone, going on and on in the comment section. He who is innocent, let him be the one to throw. Or how do they say this? How does the saying go
cast
again?
the first stone.
Yeah, let him cast the first stone. At the end of the day, I truly feel like, a lot of people are confusing, deception, narcissist, deception, lack of communication, line. We all do this every day. Let's be honest. If we don't do this every day to us, if not to us, we do it to our children. We as mothers, we know how to get our children to do what we want them to do, what we need them to do. We do it all the time. There's no perfect person. And I'm not excusing what he has done. What he has done is absolutely wrong. I think the abuse comes in when the thing is systematic. There's a persistent pattern of behavior where somebody is unwilling to change. In as much as he's ready to put in the work and he's ready to recognize the fact that, okay, this is where we are. Some men, I truly believe in the sanctity of marriage. And I believe that there are truly some men out there that really want to make the marriage work. This is third marriage. And for him to go on to marry again and again, it means because he truly believes in his marriage. I don't think he'll be happy, if this one again doesn't work, for him. I truly think you should give him another chance to say, you know what, this is where we are, like you rightly said, this is where we are at this marriage. This is what I'm going through, which is valid. She's going through, her own emotions, as she should. She's a human being. Marriage is not smooth sailing. Let's be honest. It's not smooth sailing. We can't just be running out as soon as we get the first hit. Oh, he's abusive. Oh, he's manipulative. Oh, he's a narcissist. It doesn't work that. If we continue to have that mentality, whether male or female, you will never be married. That's the truth. When we sit down sometimes and we hear stories of people that have been married for 70 years, 80 years, hear their stories.
You can't just give up. You can't give up on the first thing that happened.
Every day is not a honeymoon. Exactly.
He's not cheating.
You have good times, you have bad times.
He's not cheating. He's not going out and staying out for weeks.
Yes.
And not coming home. He's providing.
I acknowledge the fact that, obviously Kerewa is very important in marriage. Absolutely. But in as much as the key point or the key factor here is that if he is willing to change, he's genuinely willing to work on it, please give him a chance. Because the thing is, divorce is not easy. It ain't easy. I've gone through it myself. It is not easy. It's an emotional breakdown on its own. It's not easy, and it takes you a couple of years to get over it and even recover. Not talk of moving on. It's not easy. It will drain you financially, emotionally, mentally as well, in addition to what's going on already with her. I'm not saying she shouldn't leave, but she should get to a point where she needs to sit and ask herself, am I justified in my decision? Because that's the only thing that will keep you out of the marriage. Have you not heard of some people getting divorced and going back again to their partners?
Yeah.
because they think it can work afterwards. Then what was the point of going through the whole saga of the divorce at the end of the day? The question is, am I justified? And that's before you can get to that point, you can ask yourself genuinely if you are justified. It's only if you've done everything reasonably within your power to make sure that it works. I understand you cannot force somebody else, a grown adult, to do what he's unwilling to do, but on your own part, be justified in your decision. So that when you leave, you know that you have left and you know this is the right decision for yourself. If that makes sense. We've seen couples that have had terrible situations. They go through counseling, they work hard, they keep working at. Marriage is work. It's not honeymoon. The way we take our paid jobs out there is the way you put in your effort
I
in your
don't think
marriage.
people realize it. They think it's all going to be smooth sailing because you get married.
It's not smooth sailing. We can't just be doing. And I've noticed this pattern over the course of the show. A lot of people, any little thing, they say, "Oh, leave. You need to leave. You need to leave." It doesn't work. No. That's what we're talking about. When it has to do with abuse, your life is at stake. Yes. But if you're not in that situation, it's communication, Kerewa. These are common issues that so many marriages go through. And in as much as the two parties are willing to work at it, things can change. If this we're talking about today, Auntie B, by next year now, this whole thing may be past tense, and she'll be there smiling, laughing, and happy. Some marriages have a rocky start at the beginning, and their middle stage end well. Some they have challenges towards the end. Sometimes middle stage of marriage for everybody is different.
I agree with you. Rao, the thing I love about you is that you're one of the few people who's been through a very, very, narcissist and traumatic marriage, and you came out. I think it's your prayer life or your understanding of your relationship with God. It seems like you're unscarred. You don't have any bitterness. Your experience has not changed your mindset about relationship. You still believe that some people are fundamentally good and people make mistakes. The problem we have is that we think that people should just be perfect. Nobody makes mistakes. No, it doesn't work like that. People make mistakes, men make mistakes, women. What are you willing to forgive?
Absolutely.
And because you've been through a bad marriage doesn't mean that all men are bad.
Yes.
Or all women are bad. I see that all the time. And it's difficult for you to tell women, no, this is not your husband.
Absolutely.
This is not your husband.
There's also something else that has been going again on this platform that I've always been wanting. It's always been in the back of my mind. And I always said I was going to address it at some point, but I wasn't sure when was the right moment. I think I should just mention it now. I know that people that come on the platform and say, "Oh, it's good to be alone. You should be alone. You should be alone." No, if you want to be married, please be married. Pursue what makes you happy. If you want to be single, that's fine. But don't say because you cannot find a suitable man, so you just have that mentality of being alone and getting everybody to. And the thing is that most of these ladies, once they go to their own privacy, the privacy of their room, they cry their bed to sleep because they're not happy. If you want to be married, pursue your interest. If you believe in marriage, pursue your interest. Be happy. It doesn't matter the age. People marry at the age of 50 for the first time. They don't give up. I had a testimony a couple of days ago from a lady, 54-year-old woman that had reached menopause 4 years ago. She gave birth to her first child. She brought the child to the altar and the baby was crying. The baby was so strong. They had to carry the baby for her at a point because the baby was so strong. I'm saying all of this to say, if you want something, you believe in something, don't give up. I don't discourage other people that want to still get married. I still believe in marriage, and I'm going to get married one day. I will remarry to the right person. I made a mistake the first time around. Does not mean that I'm going to live alone and die alone. If that's what I want to do, that's fine.
I see you having a very beautiful marriage.
I'll go ahead and pursue my interest. That's it.
Mm-hmm. With your mindset, I see you having a very beautiful marriage, Rao.
Amen.
No, I do.
Amen. I truly believe in the sanctity of marriage, really, because right from when I was a little girl, I've always wanted to get married.
Because you are not bitter. You recognize your mistake, and you are not bitter. Okay, you came out with a positive outlook.
Well, okay. Well, I mean,
you're not bitter. You're not bitter. A lot of women who went through what you go through, every man now is their enemy.
No,
if they see a man, they will.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Maybe God, God worked on me too as well. I don't know, because my own situation too was so bad. In fact, people hear my story and they just break down in tears and cry. That how can
when are you coming to tell us the story now that you're out of it? We've been waiting now. You owe us that story. We are still waiting. Before you told us you were still in
Auntie,
it. Now you are out.
you would definitely be the first person to do it. I just feel like it's not yet the right time. When is the right
Okay,
time?
oh,
I
we will
would
know
just,
when is
and
the
it's not
right
even a
time.
story. I don't even think it's my story. For me, it's a testimony, to be honest.
It is a
It's a
testimony. We want
it's
to
a
hear it.
testimony.
We want to hear it. And we particularly want to hear how you came out and you are laughing and happy like this.
And
Yeah.
we
We encourage
we just
somebody.
thank God. We give all the glory to God. We
Thank
give
you,
all
my
the glory
darling.
to God.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night, sweetie.
Bye.
BG, I don't know what you are saying. No, I pinned your comment because I want to address it. Just because you are saying that you can walk through things you shouldn't walk out at the first doesn't mean that you should, this one, and you don't talk the one where they take me go where I'm not supposed to go. The one they vest me now you talk. So I don't see your comment since. So you said, so even when you are facing abuse and you get hit for the first time, stay and work on it. No, no, no. That one, I know they negotiate that one. No, you shouldn't. Because person will hit you the first time will hit you again. Don't say that, please. If you want to do that, you can. Because now from one slap, now next thing you go hear say they don't delete the person. I beg, I don't want to hear that one. Everybody should put their hands to themselves. No. Now the one when me know they tolerate be that. I not tolerate abuse, I beg. Now it make some people they say that no, say I be like this. So now to say me, I just believe say any problem will happen. Me person just pack. Me person just pack and load, leave the marriage. Now so now me still marry. As I day so now to say my marriage na bed of roses, we never ever quarrel before. Abi. Now what for now? Oh my yes corner. You there? How far? Give this video a thumbs up. Oh, I'm ending. Now you can't come see. What happen? I don't see you since. You just close.
My sister, now, I get stuff when I dey work on things,
Bele.
personal stuff that I'm doing. So time,
Mm,
I was listening in on this one, but I was also multitasking and everything, you
Bele, my
know.
darling. Bele.
Yeah. So how you dey? You're looking fresh, oh. You never share this your secret of slimming down with us. I dey wait your response. You never send me message.
Everybody they ask me that secret.
Mm.
I know they chop African food again. I had to slim down. Make I tell you.
Me sef not dey chop African food now. Only
There you
once
go.
in a year or so. Now they chop African.
Anyone, they chop rice.
I know they eat. I hardly eat rice. Now quinoa they eat. I don't dey eat rice.
Okay.
Mm.
What will be the portion of the food where you they eat?
Very small. I know even say I know they sabi eat plenty. Safe. Now fruits.
Okay.
I dey eat. I dey try. I dey eat healthy. I dey drink water in the morning. First thing, eat fruits. A portion of fruits, and then food when they quick pass through my body. Now they chop. And they eat heavy stuff.
All
And they
right.
eat
Good.
Nigeria.
You're on
And
your
they eat
journey then.
Africa. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean
help
I've
us
been
close the
on
show.
it. Okay. Anyway, so this situation with this lady, what's her name again? As everybody has advised her, I believe
Becky. Her name is
Becky.
Becky.
Yeah, everybody's situation they different for life. You can't use A situation to measure B situation. And no, I don't think there's any relationship. It's not all relationships don't start perfectly. Sometimes you find yourself in, even if, okay, we say, okay, maybe the girl deceived the man or the man manipulated the girl. Sometimes things are not perfect. They don't have to be perfect to start, right? And when you get into it, it's the decision of both parties to choose to work on their relationship, right? And decide on how they want to move their relationship forward. You cannot decide for someone else on how they're going to run their life. If two parties, because now the two of them need to decide whether they want to continue with this relationship or not. If the girl feel for her mind, say it is worth fighting for, why not? There's nothing better out there. It's not like there's, even if there is really, it's what makes one happy at the end of it, what gives you peace of mind. I don't want to use happy, because happy is relative. You choose to be happy for yourself. But
Exactly.
you have to decide, okay, is this worth it for me? Do I want to deal with this? What can I, because every human being is different. What you can handle, someone else may not be able to handle, right? And sometimes
Absolutely.
what another person can handle, you may not be able to handle it. So everyone needs to assess, assess their situation and decide what works best for them, right? At the end of the day. So whatever decision, because at the end of the day, it's Becky's decision, whatever decision she decides to make after receiving wise counsel, after going in by herself and thinking about her situation, she needs to decide whether she wants to move the ministry forward or whatever the decision is she wants to make, you know? So,
Yeah.
and then the other thing is, I want to address Rao's comment about some people coming here and saying that it is okay, it's okay to be lonely. I don't think anybody has
No,
ever
not
come on the
lonely. Not
platform
lonely. Alone.
to say that it's good to be alone. Not at all. Your happiness is an individual thing. If your situation is bad, at the end of the day, right, when people come here and present their stories, they have to make their decision. You can't force anyone to do whatever they're not ready to do. So when people come and give their own perception of things or give an opinion and advice, does not mean that they are trying to get people to take the easy route out.
I think
If
my
the person,
understanding, oh my, sorry, my love. I think
sure,
my understanding of that comment is that while we encourage people to be happy as individuals, whether you are in relationship or not, marriage is desirable as well. That is my understanding of what Rao
absolutely,
said. Yeah, that is what
absolutely.
that is what Rao meant.
Okay, but I mean,
Yeah.
I have to also come in from there, because I have been on this platform and I've advised people that, look, if your situation is that it is deplorable, it's better for you to be by yourself and happy and make your own decision and find your own happiness however way you want, than to be in a situation and unalive in the situation. I have said it, so I have to come out and address that, because I don't want anybody to think or assume that, people coming on the platform to give their own opinion on issues automatically means that they want people to be a certain way. I
Or they are
certainly am
against
not
marriage.
celebrating that, or I'm
Yeah.
against marriage. I
No,
have
not
family
you.
members.
No.
I know it's not me, but I
No.
think it's important for me to address that in case
Mm.
anybody else is thinking like that, because I have family members that are married. I see wonderful marriages around me. I don't
Mm-hmm.
have any bad, marriage around me. Luck, thankfully, I have seen good marriages throughout my lifetime, and it is on those good marriages that I've based
Decided
my
not to settle
choice
for less. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
exactly on.
Mm-hmm.
Number one
Mm-hmm.
being my parents. So when
Yeah.
I say that, and I think that is because of the evidence of a good marriage, of people having the right type of communication. I've heard my mom
Mm-hmm.
talk to my dad. I've had my dad talk to I see the way they communicate, and relatives and sisters and brothers. That is what I am choosing to, using as a yardstick to decide the type of person I want to be with, you
Yeah.
know. So
Yeah. I
everybody,
understand that.
and not
I
everybody
understand
wants to
that.
get married too. Not
Yeah.
everybody wants to get married too. There's
Let me
some
tell you
people who are
something.
not cut out for it.
Let me tell you something. I'm just gonna Bele. Sorry. I know you
Voila.
you 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 sound triggered, but you don't you shouldn't. That is not what she meant. Let me tell you something. The last show I did, somebody posted in that video and said that she's a woman. Oh, you know what she said? She said, me, I get irritated very easily. Oh. So even if I get married, I'm going to have another house where I will stay. Okay? And my wife, my husband and my children, if they want a kid, they can have it. But I don't want to live together with my partner when we're talking about why people live separately. So you see, this life, balance. Everybody has, their desires, their needs, what they want to achieve. I think what Rao is saying is that as much as it is good to get married, or as much as because the culture that we come from is the one that celebrates only marriage. And that is why we say it is okay for you to be okay, in your singleness and be happy and fulfilled. We do say that a lot, but it doesn't mean that we don't support marriages or we're against marriages or, we're not saying that it is desirable. But settling for less is what we are saying, or enduring abuse because you want to be married. But I do see where you are coming from, that, it's not, it's up to you as an individual. What do you want for yourself, for your life? So marriage is good. Single life is also good. At every point in your life, celebrate who you are. Celebrate your life. Be happy. Your happiness does not depend on another human being, even if you've been married for donkey years. That's what me I will say. You get me? Am I yes, Kana?
Absolutely. Sister B, it's very important that I say this because even if it doesn't have to do with her comments, maybe I've put too much, a lot more thought into what she said as opposed to what she meant, because we can never really know what's on people's minds. I just want people to know that I personally encourage healthy relationships.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
rather you have healthy relationships than be in one where you're being battered or you feel like your voice is silenced.
yeah,
I will never encourage someone to do that, but that doesn't mean that, people are encouraging people to be alone. That's the misconception that I want people to understand, because I know that I'm a very avid listener on this platform and a contributor as well. So I don't
yeah.
want what my own input is to be misunderstood.
No, it's not. It's not.
Uh-huh.
Trust me, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. I
All right.
get you, and I know a
No.
lot of people get you. People value. I value what you bring to this platform, and I know a lot of people respect you because you are always very balanced in your opinions, and you shared many times about your dad and growing up in that family where your parents had the most beautiful marriage and all that. So please don't take it personal. I see where you're coming from. Thank you, my
Yeah.
darling.
All right. No offense. I just needed to voice that. All right. Thank you so much, Sister B. I love and appreciate you. You know
Love
that.
you, darling. Love you. Annie is sending you love. She said, thank you, Amoye. I was about to come into the studio. Annie, if you bring that your voice, come here today. I will flog your bum bum. No
I
come
beg
here.
Annie,
Oh.
come. Annie,
No
come.
come here. I'm
I
ending
don't miss
now.
Annie's
No
voice. I
time for
miss
you again to come here. No
Annie's
come
voice.
here. I was about to come into the studio, but you just spoke my mind. Annie, say I didn't need you sometimes, but today I don't need you. Make
may
you
may not come create new names. Say
uh,
Annie they deliver
you go
us.
give
Now they
name
give us.
before you go give us another name today. We're not ready for another name today. Annie, thank you. You do well.
Annie, I love you, Jare, my sister. Love you, mama. They send you kisses from all the way
Thank
over here.
you. Thank
All
you,
right,
Amaya.
sister. We'll see you again. Thank you very
Bye,
much.
sweetie. Bye, sweetie. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate what people bring on this platform, especially those of you that are my regular, callers and, my kitchen cabinet, like Omoye's Corner, BO, Brother Patrick, Rao, Annie, Adana, all of you. I appreciate all of you because, it brings the dynamics of the channel of our conversation is that we see things from different perspectives. It's not always one person saying this, no, but you look at it from different angles and it makes the conversation more stimulating. We look at it, we are more open-minded, and people look at things from different perspective, which is perfect. I love it. So please, I don't want anybody to think that they are being, is a comment is being referred to them and all that. While somebody said to me tonight and said, Auntie B, I used to look at you with corner eye before, but today I have renewed respect for you. I say, you don't know me. This is what people just assume because you see me here today. We talk about DV. We support survivors of DV. You don't expect me to come here and be preaching holy matrimony when people are fleeing from very traumatic situation. My job here is a safeguarding manager. Okay? That is what I'm doing. But you don't know me. So you think I'm against marriage. You think I don't like people to work things out in their marriage. That any woman that comes to me, the first thing I'll tell her is that leave the marriage or don't work on your marriage. I will never do that. I wouldn't. Never. The only thing I don't support is DV. Once there is DV, you won't see me there. But on this instance, I can't say anything. All of you are shouting emotional abuse, emotional abuse. It is not emotional abuse. Okay, because it's not for there to be abuse, you need to prove consistency. Okay, this one is lie. Okay, deception, which is bad. lack of communication. How is that emotional abuse? A lot of Nigerian men cannot communicate. They don't know how to talk. If now all of us go begin claim emotional abuse now, if not so, because person know they talk, it means say, it cannot communicate, it means say na abuse with that. Come on, guys. Let's be realistic. Oh. Marriage is not a bed of roses, oh. It is not. Make I just tell you now. You go see when you enter, say, man, all this love you killing me, I die. They walk like that. When the real issues of life face you, and that time you go know whether you want to stay and fight for that marriage or you're just going to walk out at the first problem that you have. It takes real guts, resilience, patience, forgiveness, endurance, all these things. When they quote, you see, the problem with our culture is that Nigeria, now why are they talking all the time is saying a marriage, we they fight for the wedding day. You go wear that big ball wedding gown. So anything when the man of God they talk that day when they do the wedding, they enter your ear. When they say for better for what, you go they repeat. But do you know what for better for what it means? Do you really know? You don't know now. Because not only for better you like. When you see for worse, you go run. You go run. And most people cannot stand for even small wars, they don't go. But if you do that, then I don't know. But to your tent, oh, is no matter what I say, people will still take what they want to hear from it. So I'm free una. My only the only person that that I'm particular about tonight is Becky, and and I know that she's going to do the right thing. We've already got her counseling. She's going to counseling already, and I'm going to follow up with her. Talk to your husband and try and see if you can work things out. Divorce is not the first option. Okay? There is no persistent abuse going on. It's just what happened at the beginning of the marriage when he lied to you and brought you here on deception. You didn't tell us that consistently that this is what he's been doing. So his sister is in your marriage. Yeah, that too can be resolved in therapy. So for him to firm up and man up and tell his sister to get out of his marriage, he can do that. He just needs to know that, this is not the right way. You don't keep talking to your family members when you're married. Your wife is the one you should talk to. And he can be supported to do that. Both of you can come out of this, and still have a good marriage. And for the Kerewa thing, you can be worked on. There is solution if he's willing. So I don't overtalk. Let's leave it here today. Thank you, my people. Becky, I will speak to you later. I hope this you get something from this. And I am back on Thursday. Thank you all so much for all those that contributed. And all of you keep asking me questions that don't have answers. I have no answer for you. Blushy, you are saying emotional and physical abuse. Which one is preferable? No abuse is preferable. No one is good. Abuse is bad, whether emotional or physical. No one is good. No one is good. Nothing like good abuse. Okay? All right. So, but the thing is that people still don't understand what I'm trying to say here is that we are talking about lies and deception. There is no ongoing abuse going on. Okay? I don't know. Make I speak French. If I speak French, you now go understand. I beg. I tell you, I'm gonna free me. Young women of these days, on our body today hot. Wanna calm down. People should learn to be calming down. Calm down. All of una won't marry, but una never prepare for the real deal. Now all this one that they see for social media, now that they see this and the real marriage be that. Okay. Now go enter, now go come see how it be saying not be like that. Real life is not pretty. A lot of things goes on in marriage, but you need to be patient. Work through it. Try your best. And if your best is not good enough, then you can walk out with your head high, head high, saying, I did everything I could, but he was not willing to work with me like Mama Jojo did. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. Thank you to all the people that called in. I appreciate you. Love you guys very much. Thank you. And I will see you. Adana, you need to be calming down. I'm telling you. You need to be calming down. Because the way you people's body is hot. Oh, you need to be calming down. Patience is part of it. This married thing. Sometimes you go do something where be say, you go look and say, which I go do this man? But it's good, but it's not all good throughout. That's marriage for you. All right. It is well. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. God bless you. Please give this video a thumbs up. And please don't forget to subscribe if you've not done so. Marriage therapy and sex therapy is what they need. They need a doctor to check what is going on with brother. He's not an old man. He's only 53 years old. So yeah. Thank you. I will see you guys on Thursday evening, UK time, 7 p.m. God bless you. Yeah. Thank you. Dariri said, thank you, Auntie B. Marriage is not a piece of cake. Forgiveness is key. Absolutely. You need to forgive every day. You forgive every day. Otherwise, you know, go stay 3 months. You go run, come out. I'm telling you. You go run, come out too. It is well. Thank you, guys. See you soon. Bye. Good night, everyone. Love you. Bye.